Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This Trisha News, man. Happy Saturday, man. Appreciate all y'all love support. Thanks for everybody subscribe to me, to this channel, man, and to C Hood channel, and to support everybody, my moderators and stuff, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Um, Smash that like button, man. Y'all know the 3-minute rule. I'm gonna go to the top of the list and give y'all some shout outs, man. So all y'all. Shout out Chris Parlow too, man. I see you. Chirac 154. Made Media Magazine. What's up, my boy? Shout out the whole Bay Area, man. ANC. Shout out Chicago. Noel Madria. Swiper. What's up, my boy? Mr. 1619. I ain't answering shit from you, bro. Dro the Mob, what's up? Sharpshooter Judah, man. Shout out Atlanta, man. Shout out Bosnia was Dro the Mob back. Zix, what's up? Ace Gambino. Shout out all y'all, man, on here. Regis Daniels, what's up? Chris Parlow, what's up? Who get the best head? Your auntie or your sister? I'm just asking the question, just like you is, my brother. I'm just trying to see something. Because if you say any one of them, you a sick bitch. Marley from the shop, what's up, my boy? Smash that like button for me, y'all. Smash that like button, man. And after I'm done with my stories, man, I am gonna get into the KTS Bond documentary, man. I ain't seen it, but I want to check it out, man. I want to check it out, man. They said that he was a lion, so I'm trying to see something. Just trying to see, man. Just trying to see something, and you know. Hey, look, I want to also talk about these 400 kids on 31st Street Beach. A 14-year-old was shot. A 17-year-old got caught for it. 11, 12, 13-year-olds, they just on the beach with baby teeth. Like, what the fuck the parents at, bro? Like, we could talk about this internet shit all day, man. But them kids, man, out there by themselves, bro. Like, if your daughter 14 years old, 13 years old, you still responsible, motherfucker. I told y'all Chicago go by different rules, man. They said if you motherfucker 11, you grown now. The grandma, it kind of makes sense because if the grandma 35 and the mama she at 20. Well, the mama, yeah, the grandma 35, the mama 20, and the baby she 11, 12. That makes sense. That makes sense. It do. I think Tupac was trying to tell us something when he made That's Just the Way It Is. Things will never be the same. I think he was trying to tell us some shit. I don't know, though. Hey, man, shout out to all y'all, man. That's 3 minutes. This Central News, man. Back at y'all with another one. I know the basketball game's going on. I know some of y'all watching that bullshit, but anyways, man, you got a butter tape going around, man. A butter tape. They sent it to me, man. You know, I report shit. Everything is content to me. I'm getting paid for it. So it ain't like I'm just talking for shit. You know what I'm talking about? Not saying it, and that's something that I already knew about butter. I told y'all this shit. I told the internet that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Shorty gonna fight. He gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he can fuck with Trench News, none of that, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about? He handled his business. Whatever happened in that situation, he handled his business. I'd rather see a fight than see somebody just killing the motherfucker over some bullshit because he ran off with a pill or he ain't come back from the store too fast with a pill or some goofy shit. You know what I'm talking about? It'd be a lot of goofy ass fights in the hood, bro. Like niggas be fighting over bags of chips. So you saying I'm a hold over a quarter? Like it be like that sometimes. So yeah, I'd rather see butter fight than that. But on the other hand, can't be pulling up on no strip like that, bro. Niggas be having firearms on them galore. You hear me? You don't know who got the firearm on it. Y'all bail out and hop out and then niggas shoot one of y'all in y'all face. You know what I'm saying? And then the niggas who cheering you on the fight, all they gonna do is get up out of there. The police, they gonna leave your ass down the ground. Ain't too many people doing what Muwop did and helping the motherfucker up to the car and shit who gonna run through some bullets like the Matrix. You know what I'm talking about? Muwop, one of the motherfuckers I seen do it. Like out of my life, I seen niggas use niggas as shields and everything. I never seen no niggas walk into the bullets like Muwop did. He a brave motherfucker for that. I mean, he got rewarded with a lawyer though. I'm just saying. He the only one with a lawyer, so I understand. That's true. That's true. That's true. Must have got down on Port Dexter, Steve Urkel. Hey, whoever he got down on, man, he just lucky he ain't had no weapon on him, man. Like I said, you could be on the strips like them in Chicago, and 3-4 motherfuckers got a gun on them. Like, you got some retarded motherfucker loose screws in Chicago, bro. You got some loose screws who don't give a fuck if the law riding around. They gonna tote them motherfuckers, regardless of the fact. You be like, damn, bro, the slickers just rolled up the block. Man, fuck them. Walk the same way they going. Follow them damn near. But whether it was an old video or a new video, at least it was fighting, man. It was fighting, man. I already knew that about Butter, though. But somebody sent it like, damn, Trenches News, you said that. Hey, man, I don't know if he was strapped or not, bro. I don't know if he was strapped or not. But, hey, look, you could be strapped, man. I seen a lot of motherfuckers how to die with a gun right up under them. On there, my little cousin died with a gun right up under him, man. So you being strapped, you saying somebody strapped don't mean shit. You can have, hey, look, I don't know if you seen this first 48, right? A nigga had a drum, a 100-shot drum with tied around a bag to catch his shells. It was a dude. He had a 4.5 with one bullet in that motherfucker, and he was behind the tree. And he came from behind the tree and bow, one shot. He do right between his motherfucking eyes on the first 48, man. I seen it. Y'all go and watch it if y'all want to. It happened in Memphis. I'm telling you, bro. It don't matter. Nigga can have one shot. You can have 50 shots, and he can kill your ass, bro. If you draw first, bro. So that don't mean nothing. But glad everything came out like it was, man. Shout out to them, But the next story, man, we're gonna get into the next story. Yeah, shout out Yomi Naomi. Shout out Grizzly 901. Hey, yeah, bro, it shit happened like that. He shot from behind the tree and he got a self-defense. He went home. He told the police he stayed in there for about 2 hours questioning. He went home after that. Dude got found with a fucking garbage bag around his gun. You know what I'm saying? So shit happens. But Memo 600, man. Memo 600 was in a washroom, man. I don't know why his ass always going to washroom. Like, niggas ain't on his page. Then a nigga want to say, they want to see me take a shit. No, you want motherfuckers to see you. You know what I'm saying? But the man had on his baby mama bonnet. He had on his baby mama shorts. On everything. Some shit that Nene will wear. He had on some shorts like that. Some shit. You know what I'm talking about? And then, he on the live. It was cool at first. I was on the live like you talking to him, fake trolling him. I ain't gonna lie. I was fake trolling him, y'all. I don't even do no trolling, but I know his dad. So his dad, his dad part of my book. His dad addressed me, 365 for 2 years in a row. So, I have a right to say something. And plus I say, Steve Drive. Where you from, Steve Drive? 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 Hey, look, Mr. Nobody's Property, man. Hey, they put the wrong person on the camera, man. They put Shark on Land on the camera, man, and Memo flip, man. They put Shark on Land in the camera. He said, what, goofy rat snake? I'm like, damn, he hit him with a combo, And then, he said something that don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna keep it real. So this is why I said this story, because this don't make no sense to me. Now, I'm finna pull up this article with Just Blow. Now, Just Blow called a case. Right? Just Blow called a case. And Just Blow. Now, Memo the one who said, did anybody hear Memo say that Just Blow got a Fed case because of that? Did anybody hear that? I need to see more than one person before I state my claim. But if I don't see more than one person say, yeah, that they did it, I can't say it, man. Did anybody truly see that live where he said that Just Blow got a Fed case for that gun? Did anybody see that? I want to know if I'm tweaking. I'm waiting on one person in particular to say they seen it. Oh, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Walk 5 9 PP. Now I know Chris Partlow. He's a real dude. He's a real. I know. NC got it too on her page. So I don't put the videos on my page, but if y'all want to see it, NC, she got it on her page, man. Y'all can see it on her page. Hey, but anyways, like I'm saying, now Just Blow got this murder case with two other people. One person got down already. We already know who she got down. She shouldn't even been there anyway. So you can't say that she a snitch. You ain't supposed to take no females with you on no licks. On everything, bro. That's a stick-up kid rule, bro. If you take a female on a lick and she tell on both of y'all dumbass to get less time, then you deserve to get that time. All right? Hey, but look, though. Check this out. Now, in a newspaper, in an article, it says that the guy copped out for 25 years. The one guy copped out. They said that OBN Dice. OBN Dice had got 10 years. She got 10 years. Say, Just Blow, he admitted that he was there. He admitted that he shot dude. He admitted to everything. Then Just Blow came out like recently, like 3 months ago, and said that he'll be home because they gave him 10 at 50. But they gave everybody else the murder trial. I don't know how he did it. You know, they got some cold lawyers, you know. They got some money behind them. We just gonna say that for an instance. Okay. But look, though. I know for a fact that she told on both of them. She told who killed dude and all that shit. He admitted to it. He admitted he was there and everything. Now, he got a Fed case now that we learned from Memo. That Just Blow got a Fed case. The Feds picked up that gun case, which from Shark on Land is from 2018. 2017, 18. That case is from when he was in the car with Shark on Land. So now the Fed, now they said that he got a Fed case. Okay, now it makes sense why he said he's going to get out in a fucking week. The Feds picked this case up, told them we're going to throw that shit out. We need to know about Lil Durk. It makes sense. It makes sense to me now. I ain't going to need a lot to you. It make a lot of sense. If it don't make sense to y'all, man, just look into it, man. It makes sense to me, though. It makes sense that they want a bigger fish, man. Hey, look, we're going to let him out. He was with them in the inner circle. You know, you got to be in a circle for 2 years within like something like that. Or I don't know what it is, but yeah, man. That's fucked up shit. But look, we ain't heard nothing about that. He been walking around. He was out until he robbed somebody. So, you know, like I said, Shark on Land, I agree with Shark on Land, man, because dude should have took his fucking weight, bro. I hate a nigga who don't take their weight, bro. Like, if I'm in a car with you, bro, and you got the pipe on you, and I pick you up, and you got the pipe on you, and then when I look in the rear view and be like, the police, and you slide that motherfucker over there to me, hey, look, we're going to play hopscotch. We're going to play hot potato. Hot potato 1, 2, 3. And then when the law get close up on you, I'm going to smack you on your fucking face with it. And then make sure it drop on your lap. On everything. Y'all making niggas want to just bail out the car like, oh, son, anything up in that car is theirs. Now, if a motherfucker start doing that, motherfuckers be like, they snitching. They snitching. Hey, look, imagine 2 people in the car got guns. It's 4 of y'all in the car. And 2 of them motherfuckers jump out when the law behind them like, hey, sir, hey, I ain't got nothing. Whatever in the car is. That's snitching, ain't it? Y'all gonna call that shit snitching. But you knowing that these 2 motherfuckers gonna put the gun on all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It's just weird, bro. It's weird, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. It's real weird. I mean, Memo said he gonna be up here in a couple more days, Shark. So I hope Shark put the belt on his ass. I wish some real niggas would be right there and be like, no, Memo, everybody ain't finna help you. You finna fight Shark by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, draw. Shark pick him up. He already look like he retired strong, Prozac strong already. So imagine Shark just grabbing him, putting him on his shit, and then getting on top of Memo. Memo weighs 0 pounds. I could see Shark on Land pouncing on his ass like a lion. Only if you got some real members who ain't gonna let nobody jump on Shark. That nigga Prozac strong. Hey, y'all ain't seen them veins coming out his head when he was talking to Shoebox Baby? He would have whooped Shoebox Baby ass if he wasn't in that church. I'm telling y'all. You know, they say when them niggas don't take their meds, you know, niggas go a little re-re. Say I need to do an hour stand-up, huh? Hey, man, we working on all that shit. I'm going across the world. This shit don't stop at YouTube. My folks trying to get Netflix to link in with me and everything. All I need is Netflix or Showtime, one of them. Link up with me. It's over with. On everything. I wouldn't give a fuck who complained about the story. I was there. Can't complain if he was in the house. Can't say nothing if you don't know what he was doing. If you get on there and say he was innocent. My baby innocent. Okay. But yeah, though. I just feel like Memo, man, needs to just be cool to focus on this music. Cam Capone dropping soon. Man. I got another Cam Capone. I got a Humble Soul interview out right now. Y'all some pistachio. No. Flaming Hot Doritos. Cool Ranch. Once you start eating them motherfuckers, like you can't stop, man. I don't want to keep on hitting the mic. Hey, Mo, I was playing a game last night and met a nigga from Chicago saying, you know, I forgot dog name, but he said he from the Wild Hunters. Shout out to the Wild Hunters, man. I'm going to the Wild Hunters too, the places I've been. 100th Street, 122nd, Wallace, all that shit, Normal, 120th and Normal, those areas. My homie Sponge them in Buff City. Primo, he locked up. Primo got like 80 years. Primo got like 80 years from Buff City. So I ain't even started my hundreds. I ain't did no low end stories. I got a lot of stories. I ain't even tell y'all when I was in No Limit what I was doing. Of course, robbing people, but hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I ain't doing the Can't Get Right reaction, man, the KTS reaction until we get 300 likes, man. 300 likes, I'm gonna start the KTS reaction. Cause somebody tell me when we got 300 likes. 300 likes, I'm gonna start the KTS and No Limit reaction. Road to 100K, my boy. Huh? Hit them likes. Hey, that little fight wasn't nothing, man. I'm telling you, Butter got hands, bro. On everything. Butter got hands, bro. I don't, hey, look, I ain't got to lie on no niggas. See, I ain't like other niggas. Other niggas got to lie on niggas. You hear me? I don't lie on nobody. Cause just because I got into it with you, if you like that, I'm going to say you like that. Just because I got into it with you, you like that. Even if I whip your ass, you still like that. Or if you whip my ass, you still like that. You can't take nothing from no nigga. That ain't no real nigga. A real nigga gonna give a nigga they flowers, bro. Hit that like button. Y'all want me to do this reaction since KTS? Hit that like button. I can't be no fake. I can't stop being a real nigga because other niggas stop being real niggas. I can't. Smash that like button. Sending positive energy your way, King. I always look forward to hearing you every click, for sure. Kaya, I thought you sent that shit to me. Hey, Kaya, somebody sent that from a fake page of yours, man. Somebody got a fake page of yours, Kaya, on IG. It came from your page. It wasn't your page, though, now that you just said that shit. It wasn't your page. Yeah, somebody heard me talking to you saying your name yesterday, and they made a page of you. Who y'all want me to react to? What video y'all want me to react to, man? What video? What video y'all want me to react to? Yeah, that was a fake Kaya page. And they had a picture of you when you was on the beach, Kaya. That's how I know they ain't your page. These motherfuckers screenshotted you a picture of you while you on the beach. You got you a stalker, baby. All right, I'm gonna do KTS then. Smash that like button for me, y'all. How many likes you need? Get it up to 200 likes. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I be nothing but real with you niggas. Smash that like button. All right, what you say, Kaya? KTS? KTS, all right. Is it the KTS? Hey, can somebody send me a documentary, man? Because I don't know which one real. And they got 1,000 people that record these people video. Hey, can y'all send me the real KTS documentary? No Limit versus Pocketown. So which one we doing, Kaya? Is it Dre or Vaughn? All right, we gonna do KTS Vaughn. We gonna do KTS Vaughn. Let me find the new one. All right, I'm finna start it, y'all. Y'all ready? Grab y'all weed, grab your cigarettes, grab everything. I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna interact with it. Now, I was locked up in the police station with Vaughn, and the person who got charged with his father murder. He was my celly in Stateville, KTS on roster. So I'm familiar with Vaughn. And Dre was my celly too in the county. Dre was my celly for like a week and a half at Division 3. So other than that, we're gonna get started with the story. Do I need the lamp? All right. Hey y'all, we're gonna do a sound test. Tell me if y'all can hear it, man. How old are you? 300. No. The story of KTS aka Cutthroat Dismissal. Now get back to the hood, man. KTS Vaughn, or Big Cutthroat the Smoker, as he was also called, was born on December 1st, 1993 in Chicago, Illinois. KTS Vaughn, whose real name was Devin Davis,
grew up with his three brothers Dre, Vinny, and KJ. Vinny was Von's real brother, while Dre and KJ were their half-brothers. Von also had a sister that stays outside of Chicago. Unlike many other children who grew up in Chicago's ghettos, Von had both parents in the household during his upbringing. Both his father, Vinny, and his mother, Lanya. His father, Vinny, was a GD, so it was natural for the four brothers to also become GD, even though it was Stones, Lords, and Beatties on the east side of Chicago. Davis had quite a few cousins. Among others, he was a cousin with the infamous Zico from 051 Young Money. Zico got shot to death in 2008. Aki, THF 40.
Hey, if y'all just getting on here, man. Hey, don't nobody got the documentary, man, that talking in regular voice? I can't do this creepy shit, isn't it? I'm starting to scare. I'm thinking Devon gonna come back and kill me, shit. Hey, can we get another reaction video, y'all? Is it a better reaction video than that? I can't do that. I can't do it too long, man. All right, we're gonna do Pocketown, no limit. Hey, rest in peace to Von, man. I can't do it with the boys, but shout out Chicago scene 88. I mean, nah, they ain't even Chicago scene 88, man. See, that's what I'm saying. That nigga named the Juggernaut or some shit. The Juggernaut. Yeah, I can't do you, buddy. All right, I'm gonna go with Trap Lord, no limit story. I'm gonna go to Trap Lord Ross. Shout out Trap Lord Ross. And then he jumped over the gate. And then he ran down the alley. And then he shot 10 people. And then he got caught by the police. But then the police let him go because they stopped to get Dunkin' Donuts. All right, come on, man. We gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it. What y'all say? What y'all say it's called? Juggernauts, whatever the fuck is name. Hey, what's the name of the documentary, man? All right. Hey, give me 1 second. Kaya about to send me something. Hey, I know y'all want me to do that story, man, but I got another story. I know this man, and I want to see if these bloggers or documentarists, I want to see if they really cap or not. So, the Bostrell documentary. Okay, now you're talking. Now you're talking. I want to see what they say about Wooski. Shout out Drugstore Films.
Like and subscribe to this channel for more.
Oh, no. You can't be doing that, buddy. Can't be doing that, my boy. No. No, we won't.
He read a lot of books and spent a lot of time in Greenberg.
Back towards the S, man.
You saw me the wrong one, Kaya. Here you go. Shout out Wooski, man. Wooski, I'm checking out your documentary.
For more content.
I'm gonna tell you if it's cup. I'm gonna tell y'all if it's cap or not now. I'm gonna tell you if it's big cap, man. Shout out to this guy named Drugstore Films, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you if he cap or not, bro. This the Wooski story, man.
You're watching the FBG Wooski story. Sit back and relax.
I like this nigga. Say sit back and relax.
Y'all ain't no Let's these face shots like J Buddy. OD, we invented that. How you up? Super great.
Wooski is one of the most popular drill rappers in drill history. He was well known long before releasing Computer's remix. Other rappers from the neighborhood such as the Flyboy Gang, Dusky and King Lil J, mentioned Wooski in their earlier songs. For years, drill fans looked at Wooski as a stone-cold killer. After releasing Computer's remix in 2018, Wooski became the next big thing in Chicago. He was on the way to becoming a rap star. Many believe that Wooski would have been as big as King Von was in 2020 if he would have taken rap more serious.
Hey, you a motherfucking lie, Drugstore. This nigga said, hey, yo, not in 2030, man. I love Wooski, man. Hey, but them rhymes are garbage. Nah, maybe if Duck wrote this shit, but we know Dirk and Dirk and them had a team, Drake and them writing Vine shit. So you know, nah, you wrong about that, my boy. Carry on.
We didn't get to see Wooski's true potential. Just 9 months after releasing Computer's remix, Wooski was shot in the head at Dusky the Man's funeral. Since then, Wooski been pretty much out of the game. This is his story.
Shout out to Wooski, man. Shout out to Sawu.
Marvel Williams, also known as Wooski, was born on September 24, 1997 in Chicago, Illinois. His father, Big Cookie, was allegedly a well-known hitman from a BD set by the name of Freedom Town. Big Cookie has several kids with different women, so Wooski has a lot of siblings. Before Wooski's first birthday, Big Cookie was shot and killed. He was allegedly shot 18 times and ran over by a vehicle. Wooski and some of his brothers lived on 69th of Alberhart with their mother, before moving to Parkway Gardens. People called Wooski Sawu. That's where the name Wooski come from. Wooski began claiming a GD set by the name of E-Block, along with a few of his brothers. Most of his brothers were BDs. His older brother Fella claimed E-Block and was well known. Wooski looked up to Fella. Some say that Fella was the reason Wooski became GD. Fella made a name for himself on E-Block. The family moved to Parkway Gardens around 2007. Mike became friends with many of the teens in Parkway and began claiming Wick City. A young Wooski continued claiming E-Block Hottyway.
Hey, look, now a lot of people be asking, man, how do y'all go from this block to that block to this block? Wherever the fuck your mama moving to, nigga, you don't pay no bills, so you can't tell your mama, I ain't going over there. Nigga, you gotta go wherever you gotta go. Wooski done went from motherfucking that to E-Block to Tuckerville to Gotti World, nigga. That's 4 different blocks. You heard me? All different sets, too.
On December 8, 2007, Fella was shot and killed on the 6400 block of Alberhart after arguing with a man. Fella was 20 years old. Fella was allegedly killed by an EBT member. That's what made Big Mike even more active. He began sliding with other Wick City members such as BJ, Boss Top, C Murder, and OD Perry. Big Mike quickly made a name for himself. Not only was he a good fighter, Big Mike was also one of Wick City's first shooters. He was well respected in Parkway Gardens. Although Fella was allegedly killed by an EBT member, Wooski continued claiming E-Block. E-Block and EBT were close allies. The two gangs often hung out together. Wooski didn't get along with many of the kids in Parkway Gardens. Keep in mind that Wooski was only 10 years old at the time. He never claimed Wick City, but was around people like OD Perry, C Murder, E-Dog, and many others due to Big Mike. Wooski seen and learned a lot hanging around the older crowd. In August of 2008, Wooski witnessed his first murder.
Hold on now. Wooski wasn't hanging around no goddamn OD or E-Dog or none of them. You're lying. No, I mean he was around him. His brother was around him. But hey, shout out to Drugstore Film, bro. Hey, I like you so far, man. I like you so far, man.
On August 8, 2008, Wooski was hanging out with some older guys at Myring Park. At around 10:30 p.m., Wooski witnessed a guy by the name of Martian Melcher get shot and killed over $2.
Rest in
At
peace,
10,
China man.
Wooski was forced to cooperate with the authorities.
God damn, what the, hold on, y'all, I gotta pause this shit. What the fuck that shit say?
A young Wooski was heartbroken. Many don't know that Wooski spent a lot of time with OD. OD and Big Mike were good friends. Wooski began claiming STL, but still did a lot of sliding with E-Block. In 2012, Wooski became more active in the streets. He was known to carry a .45 automatic handgun, and even allegedly shot a few people.
Shit.
He didn't have any bodies that we're aware of at the time, but it's safe to say that Wooski was one of the top shooters in the neighborhood at the age 15. Him and King Von began feuding after Wooski's older cousin Medell was killed. Wooski went out every day searching for O-Block members, and even shot O-Block up multiple times. Wooski started rapping at an early age. He didn't take it serious until he went to jail in 2015. Rappers from the neighborhood began mentioning Wooski in songs. King Lil J made people look at Wooski as a serial killer after releasing the 2014 drill classic, Bars of Cloud. In the song, King Lil J says if have a problem with an op, he'll have Wooski to knock him off. That line made Wooski popular in the drill world. Drill fans became interested in Wooski. On August 31, 2015, Wooski was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The charges were later dropped, but Wooski had to spend 2 years in jail. A guy by the name of Tim was later charged with the murder. Tim is a member of Hottiway E-Block. While serving time, Wooski began writing rhymes. Many don't know that Wooski was really lyrical. He knew how to put words together very well, and each of his punchlines were clever. Wooski didn't rap like most drill rappers.
All right, hold on, man. Hold on. I need one of my mods to look this shit up or something, man. That motherfucker say dude got motherfucking 85 years. Am I blind or something? Damn. Saying 2014, he was sentenced to motherfucking 85 years. God damn. Damn.
True hip-hop heads took a liking to Wooski. Wooski and King Von seen each other a lot in jail. What many fans don't
Hold
understand.
on, let me pause this shit. Hey, Wooski, you gotta at least send that man a yard or something, man, every month, man. That's only right, man. Hey, that's only right, man. Send him a yard a month, man. Send him a yard a month. Damn.
Von really didn't want to kill Wooski in the beginning. Like I said earlier, Big Mike was loved and respected in O-Block, and Big Mike and King Von were close. Wooski was released from jail in September of 2017. He immediately jumped back into the streets. This around the time the Get Back gang was running wild.
God damn, 80 years and you out here gang banging, but I'll be pissed in the motherfucker. Man, guess who will kill him? The nigga who got you in. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I damn near choked on the chip. Cause I could see that shit. I could see dude ask him a nod, and you know, you got a motherfucker come through there, fresh through there, and they be like, man, what's going on in the world? Man, that little nigga who got you there 80 years, man, he the top rapper in Chicago now. He drilling shit.
Wooski recorded Computer's remix shortly after being released from jail. In January of 2018, Wooski released the video on YouTube. The video went viral and Wooski instantly became a star. This motivated King Von, who was released from jail 3 months after Wooski, to rap even more. With FBG Duck's 2 hit songs The Gang Anthem and Slide, and with Wooski's Computers remix, Tookaville was winning the rap war. Wooski was now a star. Drill fans couldn't wait to hear more from the Tookaville rapper. He immediately became a member of the Flyboy gang. The following month, Wooski along with Dooski the Man released Drill Classic Shooters. In the song, Wooski went crazy on his verse. At the time, he was the hottest drill rapper in the game. His wordplay was incredible. Not only was Wooski a good rapper, he had street credibility as well. For the next few months, Wooski continued to release music, but didn't drop any more solo tracks. Although Wooski was a star in Chicago, he continued being a frontline soldier. In April of that year, Wooski FaceTime O Block members and informed them that he was ready to go to war.
Groupies over there.
Wooski fired at the Get Back gang that whole summer. He slid with Jero City, Taekwon World, E-Block and mob members a lot. Him, Els, Lucky and Man Man were STL's main hitters at the time. They protected St. Lawrence. Wooski and Man Man often slid together. According to Wooski,
hey, Drugstore, who the fuck telling you all this shit? You might be on something, nigga. You gotta be paying a lot of money. You know about some low-key motherfuckers. Drugstore. I'm gonna hit you up later, man.
Man Man was his partner in crime. The other Flyboy gang members were mainly focused on making music. FBG Duck had just signed a record deal with Sony. People such as Young and Dutchie tried to keep Wooski in the studio. They understood that he was the next big thing in Chicago. If Wooski would have played his cards right, he would have gotten a record deal right after FBG Duck. Wooski chose the streets over music. The trigger-happy 20-year-old was addicted to sliding.
Damn, they said Wooski was lastly involved.
The police wanted Wooski off the streets. His name was involved in too many shootings. One day Wooski and his ex-girlfriend were stopped by the cops. A handgun was found in the vehicle, and Wooski almost went to jail. His ex-girlfriend decided to take the gun charge.
It's not even about looking better, but thank you. It's the fact that, like, she want to try to come at the fact that I took a pipe case for Wooski and do it again. At the end of the day, that was him. And I knew he had stripes again. Like, he had that shit.
Hey, I must say, that girl, she a real one, man. Because all them other hoes we seen in 2022 and 23, them hoes said it ain't theirs on everything. Boss Hop said it wasn't his, and they asked the girls, them ain't mine either. Well, y'all finna go to jail. Well, we all finna go there. Oh, my mama, them hoes wasn't going. Hey, shout out to Shorty, man. She took that pipe, bro. And she looked decent, too. I mean, she don't look like what these bitches want from a nigga.
On June 15th of that year, Wooski's close friend Man Man was shot and killed. At the time, a lot of people accused O Block, but that wasn't their work. The same day Man Man was killed, FBG Duck was shot by the Get Back gang. That's the reason O Block's 600 members were celebrating on social media. Wooski was heartbroken. He took his anger out on O Block 600. Multiple shootings took place after Man Man was killed.
Every time I see these videos, man, it hurt, bro, because a lot of niggas lost their lives to some bullshit.
Did a lot of sliding together. On October 9th, 2018, Dooski the Man was shot and killed at the age 25. The very next day, Waldo from 600 was shot and killed. That's why many people believe that Dooski was killed by 600 members. On October 22nd of that year, Dusky the man's funeral was held at Bethlehem Star Missionary Baptist Church. A lot of people attended the funeral. Members of Mob, STL, Jero City and even 051 Young Money all came to pay their respect. At around 12:30 p.m. when people were leaving the funeral, members of 800 allegedly pulled up and shot at the church from down the street. People panicked and ran back into the church. Seconds later the car comes back around and guys hopped out shooting. Members of Mob, STL and Jero City began trading fire. Upset, Wooski allegedly ran out of the church and took a gun from someone who was scared to shoot and began firing shots. Wooski allegedly chased down the...
Hey, 16, you ready, man? You ready at the end of the month, man? You ready for me, 16? Let's break this motherfucking internet, man. They been playing, man. Niggas playing. Let's break this shit, 16. Let's show them how to really do it, man, on the date.
As Wooski was shooting at the vehicle, 051 Melly was allegedly shooting at the vehicle as well. One of his bullets accidentally struck Wooski in the back of his head. The shooters managed to get away. Wooski and 5 other people were shot. Many thought that it was over for a 21-year-old Wooski. He was rushed to University of Chicago Medical.
Hey, this all I want to say to Wooski, man. Send that man $100, man, every month, man. That man got 80 years, man. Hey, I know you was a minor, man, but hey, kick in, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Kick in. Hey, he'll fuck with you. Well, it don't matter if I'm fucking with you because he ain't never getting out, but you know, just send that man some bread, bro. You got to look at him now. You drilling out here now. That's why you got to look at it like that. Like, you out here now. He in jail for some shit that you doing. You would have thought you went on a straight path after that one. Shit. This Trench is news, bitch.
His condition quickly went from critical to stable.
Yeah, you gotta send that man to yard. Fuck that. Hold on, man. I gotta pause this shit one more time, man. Hey, man. Hey, look. I'm finna send that man to yard, man. Hey, can somebody screenshot me that man's name, man? I'm finna send him $100, man. Just send me his last name, man. Fuck it. I'll send him $100 every month, man. That shit sad, bro. It's funny as hell. Cause I'm like, niggas out here doing the same shit that got him in jail, bro. I don't even want to watch this shit no more, man. Hey, it ain't even been right since they said that. Let's jump to Bostrell story.
Like and subscribe to this channel.
Hey, no, we ain't gonna do that either, my boy.
He enjoyed going to school and was very into TL's top hitter. He was allegedly involved in 3 murders at the age 16. In the beginning, STL was looked at as a weak set. At the time, they were only known to be fighters. Bostrell made STL a dangerous hood by putting in work. According to FBG Cash, Bostrell kept the hood safe. Not only was he the #1 shooter, he provided other members with guns. To this day, he's one of STL's most respected members. This is his story.
We'll keep watching it, but they keep on showing pictures of dude who got the 80 years, man.
Rodney Stewart, also known as Bostrell, was born April 11, 1995 in Chicago, Illinois. Him and his family lived on the low end before moving to St. Lawrence. His mother, Latafra, was well known in Newtown. She had a reputation for being wild. Some even called her...
Hey, shout long live Taffa, man. Long live BT Mama Taffa, man. Long live BT Mama Taffa, man. I'm talking about this one of the craziest ladies you gonna ever meet. I'm talking about she gonna make a nigga fold for her kids. I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Like Taffa, something different, man. Shout out long live Taffa, man. We miss you down here. Hey, long live Trail too. And long live Big Bob too. Big G up there with you, Taffa. Let's go, y'all.
Lattaffer was known to be a hustler as well. Bostrell and his younger brothers Ray and Ron learned a lot about the streets from watching their mother. Bostrell and his brothers would eventually move in with their grandmother Sheila in the Jeffrey Manor neighborhood. At the time, Bostrell was into martial arts and sports. Basketball was his favorite sport to play. Even in the snow, Bostrell wanted to shoot hoops. Bostrell was a well-behaved, respectful child. He enjoyed going to school and was very intelligent. According to his grandmother, Bostrell made good grades and loved to learn. He read a lot of books and spent a lot of time.
Hey, that motherfucker Bostrell smart than a motherfucker, y'all. I'm telling you,
Bostrell
he's
lived
smart.
with his mother Lattaffer at 6347 St. Lawrence. Lattaffer's house became a hangout spot for Bostrell and his friends. FBG Duck and Brick were like family to Bostrell. Lattaffer and Duck's mother Lashina grew up together and were close friends. They all knew each other from the low end.
Drugstore on or something,
Around
man. He
this
did his
time,
homework.
Bostrell's younger brother Ray began making a name for himself in the Jeffrey Manor neighborhood. He claimed a renegade gang by the name of Laffa. Ray and Ron were both still living with their grandmother, but often came to visit Bostrell and Lattaffer. By 2010, Bostrell was dealing drugs and hanging with older guys such as FBG Cash. Selling drugs was easy for Bostrell. Lattaffer basically ran a crack house. Thousands of dollars was made at 6347. When STL was created, Bostrell was one of the first members. After Tuka was killed in 2011, Bostrell began buying guns and going out on hits with other STL, Mob and Jero City members. At the time, TYMB was STL and EBT biggest ops. A lot of fights and shootouts often took place. STL EBT pretty much bullied TYMB, and even allegedly killed a few of their members.
He breaking down the gun. What he normally do every day.
Although Bostrell was respected in the neighborhood, some EBT members still looked at him as a goofy. One time, Baby Greg from EBT asked Bostrell to see his gun. When Bostrell gives him the gun, Baby Greg walked off with it aggressively. STL didn't do anything about it. They decided to just charge it to the game. Bostrell only bought more guns. The beef between Tookaville and Wig City became deadly when STL took credit for killing O.D. Perry. K.I. was the one who made STL huge targets. She constantly taunted her ops on social media. Bostrell was basically the only member of STL who had guns. K.I. was flashing EBT members' guns in her photos. They would often let her borrow their guns to shoot at the ops. Seaball went to jail for shooting a guy months before O.D. Perry was killed and was sentenced to 11 years. Dutchie and Bostrell were allegedly STL top shooters at the time. Lil B and Bostrell became close friends. The two allegedly went on multiple hits together. On July 17, 2011, Bostrell allegedly catch his first body.
Hey, y'all, I ain't gonna need to lie, man. Some of these documentaries, bro, somebody had to tell them this shit, bro. They ain't just watching nobody's lives, man. Somebody calling in and telling them getting paid off this shit, bro. They saying shit I ain't never told nobody. I got in my book. A drugstore. Who the fuck told you that shit? You better inbox me and tell me, nigga. That nigga drugstore got a hood source. Duck gone, they selling secrets now. God damn, bro. They selling secrets around this motherfucker now. Everybody complain about blogging, but it's niggas who selling shit. They selling stories to these motherfuckers. Hey, look, they be mad, and I wouldn't be surprised if this the motherfuckers who always talking about some violence or none of this. I know this. If a motherfucker willing to give you $500 for some information on the motherfucker, you gonna take it. I'm not paying a motherfucker $500, but I know a Trap Lord Ross a pay a motherfucker $500, and they probably tell him everything that happened in the hood during that conversation. We're gonna keep on playing this video though, man. Shout out to Drugstore Fam. I ain't gonna lie, this Bostrell, man, on point, man. That's my family. It's on point. So far.
Marcus London, also known as Boldy from 600, was shot in the head on the 6000 block of South Prairie Avenue at around 12:55 a.m. He was pronounced dead at 4:30 p.m. Boldy was 19 years old. On September 13, 2011, Bostrell, along with Dome from Jarrow City, allegedly chased down D-Thang from 600 and killed him. Dome was arrested and charged with the murder. He didn't tell on the other gunman and was only sentenced to 12 years. Many believe that Bostrell was the one who actually murdered D-Thang. If that's true, then D-Thang would be Bostrell's second body.
Yeah, somebody tell these motherfuckers shit. I ain't gonna lie. He throwing me off with these breezy pictures and shit.
On February 16, 2012, Bostrell allegedly catch his third and final body. Bostrell, along with another STL member, was out looking for ops near Parkway Gardens. At around 6:30 p.m., Bostrell allegedly shot 19-year-old Sheroyd Liggins in the head from across the street using a red beam. Sheroyd was found laying on the ground minutes later and was rushed to the hospital. He was pronounced dead days later. Sheroyd was a loved O Block member. He's the younger brother of O Block C murder.
Hey, rest in peace to Sherrod, man. Rest in peace to Sherrod. Last time I seen Sherrod, he was singing "Take a Shot" for me, goddamn it. On everything. Hey, Drugstore, man, why you had to say red beam and then make the sound like wow? That sound like Bostrell, man.
Say that Sheroyd was a peaceful guy. He enjoyed drawing and doing hair. Many don't know that Sheroyd was a singer. If he was alive today, he would most likely be a famous R&B artist. His death broke a lot of people's hearts. O Block 600 wanted Bostrell dead. The word went around fast that he was Sheroyd's killer. The police began harassing Bostrell after Sheroyd was killed. In June of 2012, Bostrell, Dutchie, and a few other Tookaville members had allegedly shot up O Block and ran back to St. Lawrence. After making it back to St. Lawrence, they were aggressively approached by two officers in a squad car. Bostrell and Dutchie take off running. Bostrell was hit with a squad car, and Dutchie was shot by an officer.
Hey, this motherfucker Drugstore, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This motherfucker, hey, Drugstore. Who the fuck is your informant, man? On everything, bro. I told y'all a story about when they got ran over, when Trail got hit by the car and Dutchie got shot. They ain't find no gun. They was in the court. They was in the courtroom. Ain't nobody pay attention. I hear the judge said, I hear the lawyer say, "Yeah, Your Honor, we got the gun and property." Man, I hear Manny on the shoulder like, "Man, they ain't got no gun. They ain't find shit on that roof." Manny was like, "No, they ain't got no gun." Manny got loud. That's how Dutchie got out, bro. Dutchie was sitting in there because they lied and said that they had a gun that they never had. The states, they was lying like a motherfucker. They ain't never have a gun. The fire department went on every roof on St. Lawrence that day trying to find a gun. The fire department went with the ladder. It was 3 or 4 of them up there looking on the roof, and they ain't never found a gun, man. But let's keep it moving, man. Hey, yeah, that motherfucker got a CI, man.
The officer claimed that Dutchie had a gun, however no weapon was found on the scene. Dutchie and his family filed a lawsuit against the Chicago police.
Hold on now, Drugstore. Hold on. I just caught some cap. I just caught some cap now. Now, Sherrod got killed in February, bro. He died. Sherrod got hit like on Valentine's Day or right after Valentine's Day. He got shot. He didn't die till like the 20th. Dutchie and them, that shooting with Dutchie and them was in the summer, man. That was in the summer. It was hot as hell that day, man. It was hot as hell that day. That's 2 different days, my boy. 2 different days. Whoever told you that, get your refund, man. 2 different days. But you on point though. You've been on point so far though. I'm fuck with you.
They're settled out of court. As I said before, Bostrell was basically the only STL member who had guns at the time. When other STL members needed guns, they ran to Bostrell. Members such as Medell and Man were even carrying around BB guns. One day Bostrell let FBG Young use the gun to walk somewhere in the neighborhood. At the time STL was feuding with members of Jero City. Bostrell was on crutches after being ran over by the police, and Dutchie was on house arrest. When Young and other STL members were walking through the neighborhood, a Jero City member fired shots at them. For some reason Young didn't return fire. Bostrell heard the gunshots from his house and thought that FBG Young shot at Jero members. When Young and the others returned, Bostrell was upset with Young when he found out that he didn't shoot back. He told him that he's making STL look weak. Other hoods were already giving STL a hard time because KI was false claiming bodies.
Hey, drugstore, man. Hey, drugstore made up for that real quick. How the fuck you know that, man? How you know that, drugstore? Hey, drugstore on point, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Drugstore on point. On my mama, I was right there with Trail, told they ass they weak on their thing. So it gotta be somebody on my mama. I was right there. I was with them. I told y'all about the story. I told y'all this story. Remember I told y'all this story? He didn't get this from me, though. He got this from somebody else because they added in some more shit that he said that it had to be somebody who was there with us on everything, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to Young, man. Young froze up. Damn, they got us killed that day, man. That was good. Y'all wouldn't know Trench's News. You hear me? Trench's News damn near died that day. But I'm still here, though, so shout out Young, man.
Bostrell was also friends with Lil Jojo from Brick Squad. Lil Jojo heard about all the work Bostrell put in. This was around the time he dropped BDK. Lil Jojo was the next big thing in Chicago. Bostrell was a part of the BDK movement. Lil Jojo even rapped about Bostrell beating up Lil Durk. Many don't know that Bostrell rapped as well. He was already becoming famous on social media and often talked about making music. When Lil Jojo was killed in September of that year, Bostrell wanted revenge.
Come on, man. All this dead ass music, man.
With his girlfriend and her family on the 2600 block of West 83rd Street. While staying there, his girlfriend's brother had allegedly stole one of his guns. Bostrell and his girlfriend gets into it, and Bostrell moves out. It's unclear where Bostrell was living at this time. Some say he had his own place somewhere on St. Lawrence. He also had a vehicle. Bostrell spent most of his time in the house playing his PlayStation. Call of Duty was his favorite game. Although he was a killer, he still made money. His customers came to him. Bostrell knew how to move. It was difficult for the ops to touch him. Around this time he gets into it with Kayla B on social media. Bostrell planned to move to Iowa and live with some friends. He was ready to change his life. After saving up money, Bostrell purchased a bus ticket to Iowa. He planned on leaving November 7th. But first he wanted his gun back from his ex-girlfriend's brother. After asking several STL members to come with him to get back the gun, Bostrell decided to go by himself when they all refused to help. On the morning of November 7th, Bostrell allegedly dressed up as a female and made his way over to his ex-girlfriend's home. He was coming to kill her brother before going to Iowa. It would have been a successful hit if Bostrell wasn't texting her phone hours prior making threats. Her brother and his friends were allegedly waiting in the gangway for Bostrell to arrive.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga drugstore. He ain't too far off, man. This nigga on target. I bet you it's one of them niggas who be asking me for cash apps who I be putting on red. I bet you they ass telling them that shit. I know it's one of them niggas. I'm gonna find out, drugstore, who your connect is. I'm gonna find out who your source is. They told you some real shit though. Goddamn, drugstore. I'm tripping. What if one of them is drugstore? And then he came. Yeah, bro, that shit sound too accurate, bro. That gotta be somebody. That's somebody from FBG, man. Hide behind that thing, bro. It's too, yeah, you gotta throw something off. Yeah, look, they threw the throw off in the story was Sherrod getting killed. That was true. Sherrod got killed. But then they say Dutchie and them got confronted by the law on their way back and got shot. Dutchie and them ain't get shot until the summertime. So he threw that off in there, but only if you know. But everything else was accurate, bro. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, it's one of they ass, man. On everything. And then Bostrell was on crutches, and then he told them you weak. He snatched the gun from Trail. How the fuck you know all that and he wasn't there? All I said was that he ain't shoot back. I ain't say nothing else. Nah, he ain't get that story from me. Why would I give him a motherfucking story on my page doing numbers? You think I'm finna sell a nigga a story and I could do numbers? I wouldn't talk about Bostrell, bro. I wouldn't give him no story on no Bostrell, bro. Hey, look. I heard you tell this story. Hey, didn't I just tell you, bro? I told you the story, but I didn't. He got the days fucked up, man. When Sherrod and them got killed or whatever, bro, Dutchie and them did not get shot, and Bostrell did not get hit by no police cop, bro. During that time, bro, they did. I ain't finna argue with your goof ass, bro. If you want to get on my channel to argue and troll, man, go ahead on, my boy. We having a good time over here. Your ass look like an African anyway. Get the fuck off my channel, nigga. On everything. I told you don't come on my channel with all that bitch ass shit. You acting like Memo, nigga. Bitch ass off my channel. Fuck, I'm gonna tell him fun. I got 83,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to motherfucking 100K. You think I'm gonna tell somebody my stories and I'm in the same field that they in? Is you a sucker duck? Goddamn dummy. I'm in the same field this nigga is. You think I'm gonna tell him my stories? He can't pay me enough to tell him about Bostrell. But he threw it off, bro. That was a nice throw off, though. That was the biggest throw off that he did, bro. Dutchie and what's the name ain't get shot. They ain't get shot till the summertime. On everything. That summer they got shot, like in June they got shot. Dutchie went to jail. He said Dutchie was at home on house arrest. Dutchie was in jail. That's how I know they threw it off. That's one of they ass, man. Mello, is that you? Brody Els, is that you? Who else was out there? Fuck it. Dutchie, is that you? No, I'm just fucking. Dutchie ain't talking about Trail. Dutchie will never say nothing about Trail. Dutchie so sick that Trail gone here, never say nothing. But Young, is that you? Oh shit. Yeah, some of this shit too accurate. Let's go to one. Let's do another one, man. Let's see something else, man. Let's try somebody else, man. Let's see if they know what they know, man. All right, I'm tired of hearing about them too, man. I'm tired of hearing about them. Hey, we're gonna go to KTS Dre. Shout out Kanye, baby, man. Hey. Damn it. Is this drugstore too? Oh, drugstore, you lucky. All right, there's somebody else then. Oh, man. Hey, I ain't gonna be doing y'all reviews, man. Y'all got music and shit playing, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Man, this weird ass nigga, man. Hey, shout out MOB TV, man. Take that weird ass music out your TV thing, bro. Got all that weird ass music, man. Come on, man. Play your documentary, bro. God damn. Trying to put you on the map. You playing this weird ass music.
Pressing the issue on all this music and shit like that. Like I actually met Von through you. You know what I'm saying? Like you told me little bro was rapping and shit like that. Like let's put it together. And when I linked with Von, like Von was a solid ass nigga, bro. Like shit I don't even talk about. You feel me? Just 100 shit. Like me and Von, I mean, sure he was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So what made you really like press little bro music? And when did you know like he had a shot at that shit to really go so well?
Cause we pressing anything, Lil Bro was on. Lil Bro was hot though. It don't matter if he was hot though. We was pressing that shit. I want to keep it real. We was pushing anything cut that was wrong. We stand on that shit. And Lil Bro pressing his own shit. Don't ain't no lame shorty pressing shit. Same way he pressing. Motherfuckers know shorty's pressing everything. He living it out. Everything pressing. Motherfuckers put press on everything.
Y'all just got on here, man. It's KTS Draco final hours, man. Lakeside. KTS Dre, man. See what Dre on, man.
All of them saying all type of shit. Lil Bro was saying all type of shit. Lil Bro had niggas out. Lil Bro got here fucking dead homies.
Started
that shit, Drip. I be sitting back looking, niggas be talking about they smoking shit. Now Lil Bro been mixing motherfuckers, rolling their ass up. I used to be Lil Bro outside, bro. I'm hot as hell, he hot as hell. This bitch got a hoodie on. That bitch like fucking dead homies. They got 15 niggas on there all over Chicago. We stunning out every day. And this nigga's slow. I'm falling all over the gangster. Cut them. We know all types of shit. Wasting on there, bro. Cut up, man. The music seems to be lit. Could be rich right now, so I'm try to.
Hey, have anybody listened to his music, man? I ain't never heard none of his music, man. Somebody send me a best song from him in my inbox on IG, man.
What legacy do you want your brother music to believe?
This was him. Like that bitch was hollering. That bitch, like, you hear me? Do you hear this shit? Hollering shit niggas putting out right now. This shit better than that shit right now. Shit niggas putting out right now. Shit better. That bitch saying all type of shit. That bitch said slide through the lamb, catch a lamb, remix the hit. That bitch was saying all type of shit, man. That hoe said 5 mops, 5 killers, bitch. Black. That's 150 in your shit.
This shit sound garbage to me.
You see what it say? Like, where the extra sign at, folks? It's that blue camera. Helpful nigga diamonds right there. It's around. Who is this? 2 5. Let me see my shot. Let me see. This 2 5. Don't say knife for answers. Niggas in trucks, ride fast. What this is, y'all know who stole this is.
Now these ain't no kids, man. These some grown ass niggas going to stores and shit, man. Now Cairo and them kids, I know they kids for sure.
Look at this face, don't y'all? Look at them guys in that white truck. They see us.
And my next question before we started, keep it going. Shout out to Tweezy. Shout out to Tweezy, T Weezy. Shout out to T Weezy, man. Shout out to T Weezy. This is his documentary he did. I just want to say that what was everybody at who talking about pushing people and they was doing all this shit? They could have saved Cairo from getting hit in the jaw at McDonald's that day. That's all I'm saying. Back to you.
Go ahead, bro. Y'all know what it is, boy. We come out here, they ass straight out here. Rise here, out here. Look at my shawties.
That's too much of that music, bro.
You want niggas to show us what you do, clap shit and get you whack shit.
You don't know if somebody, you know what the war around is, so you ain't gonna go post up when you walk down somebody's block anyway. You know the problem. You just catch them all on Facebook, all over the internet, all types. You know you get caught, you don't got that on you.
Nigga gonna rob you. This shit ain't nothing. Motherfuckers ain't buy this shit. This shit can took me. All this shit, this shit can took me. We ain't buying this shit. We out here poking. We gotta get this shit. Robbing everybody. We gotta get this shit. All that shit.
So what's the people always say we gotta stop all this violence. We gotta stop this. I mean, is it gonna stop?
Too much music, bro.
Ops in the backwood and laugh about it on Facebook. And society has accepted the status that kids are soulless and heartless, when indeed they're fighting. The murder of Lou Gray was not taken lightly, and Terrortown was ready to get back for Greg. KTS Dre was shopping around 13 days trying to get bail for his court date was July 1st of 2021. He was given bond on July 1st, but he wasn't able to get the money for 13 days. Dre finally convinces a family member to borrow him $5,000 for his release. Dre's finally ready to come home, but there is one small problem with his release. See, according to two individuals who were locked up with Dre, they stated Dre was asking a lot of people to help him make bail, or if he knew someone, he could pay back. All his attempts were in vain. Dre finally went to his ex-girlfriend's mother and asked her. She stated, "Yes, I'll do it." Everyone around the jail knew he was making bail now. Dre gave away all his stuff he had to his cellmates and waited. Wait, his bail was posted on the 12th of July. Not good to be known of your release as a known killer. No time to worry. He's already out of there. He's free. KTS Dre was released 24 hours ago. He came back to be equipped with an electronic monitor bracelet. Out of nowhere, two cars pull up and multiple shooters jump out and shoot KTS Dre over 64 times in the body and head. One witness heard "Let's go" on one stage shooting at KTS Dre. The shooters jumped back in their cars and peeled off, sparing the other three innocent people they shot. It was a risk they had to take. KTS Dre was rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital, but died en route. The medical examiner for Cook County recorded 61 shots to his face, head, chest, shoulder, abdomen, leg,
Another person shot 2600 South California, 45 male shot.
The murder of KTS Dre sent shock waves through the city. There has been 8 retaliating shootings in response to Dre on the east side of Lakeshore Drive. Hey, look. It's very dangerous, man. But look, when you in Cook County Jail, right, and you getting bonded out, you not getting out right away anyway. So that mean them motherfuckers was thirsty. They had to be waiting for hours, bro. After you get out, after they tell you that you going home, bro, you're not getting out of there for 3 hours, bro. 3 more hours after that. You got to go through processing, the same processing you came in with. You got to leave out. You got to wait on the whole groups to come down. Then y'all all got to go to get y'all clothes. Then y'all got to go all the way up to the front to get all y'all information and all that shit, bro. It's like a chain gang to get out that motherfucker. So they was thirsty. They was some thirsty motherfuckers, man, to wait outside to shoot a motherfucker 64 times, bro. Like, you got to be thirsty. You got to be a wanted man, bro. And they took their chances in Cook County Jail. They took their chances, bro. They risk it for a biscuit, man.
But yeah, just tell your kids, man, it ain't good to game bang, man, because you might think you're coming out and somebody waiting on your ass. Don't nobody forget that you did something to their family. They asked KTS Dre one thing that I heard a lot of these people say. I heard on another person individual today. I heard on his video that he had, and I heard one of the young members say that, man, it'll never happen, bro. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. And it really is too far gone, bro, to be telling some niggas to shake hands and everything gonna be okay after motherfucking 50 people dead. Now, maybe one person or two people, you probably could get that shit under control. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get under control. You can't get under control when it's 100 people dead already, bro. Like, motherfuckers done lost their best friends, family, cousins, brothers, aunties, uncles, and shit like that. So, you know, like I told y'all, I talked to some people out on the street, bro, and they told me, hey, man, you and C Hood, y'all need to keep on just doing what y'all doing, bro, because this shit up there. It's up and it's stuck. You know, I always inbox them though and keep on like, yeah, get some money, bro. Woo, woo, woo. But that's all you can do, man, when the motherfucker got their mind made up. What I'm supposed to stand outside this house? Hell no, we won't go. Negative, sir. I got kids sitting in motherfucking UCLA, bro. And they got away, man. Rest in peace to KTS Dre. Rest in peace to Bostrell. Rest in peace to Wooski out here. Wooski need to get the fuck out of Chicago. And there was some good documentaries, man. But Drugstore, yours was more reality than anybody's, man. On everything, than all the three of them, man. Shout out Drugstore. But Trap Lord Ross, man, he a motherfucker ain't touching him yet. Shot 16, shot jumping on the page too, man. Cairo living his life, man. Cairo, the richest nigga who got hit in the jaw, man. The richest nigga who got hit in the jaw. I said, if I would have known it was that easy, I would have been recorded. Hit me on my jaw real quick. Shit. Yeah, that's one of them. You get hit. No, I ain't gonna say that. I can't say that. That boy that named his own burger, bro. His own burger. He go, hey, Cairo go to that motherfucking McDonald's. Cairo burger come with a hand in it, man. That nigga a cold nigga. That nigga, he the president of New York going across the board with a suit on. That boy Cairo, man, he turned, hey, I told y'all, turn trial and tribulation into trophies. I'm telling you, man, turn that shit. You see what Cairo did? That nigga made out of a knuckle sandwich out of getting hit in his jaw. He done made damn near 300-400K off YouTube, off interviews and all that shit, bro. Off getting hit in your jaw. I should have been got hit in my jaw. I wish I would have recorded when the nerve hit me in my nose. Shit, I probably would have been rich off that. Boy, he asked for a knuckle sandwich. No, shout out to Cairo though, man. Hey, nobody win in the end though, man. And nobody win. You can't come back from death, man. That's one thing, bro. You can't come back from death or none of that. So whoever think they winning, man, you ain't winning, man. You just waiting on your turn, bro. You just waiting on the nigga slide on your ass, bro. You ain't win on everything. Yeah, Cairo was a kid. If Cairo was 6 in 2005, shit, he was goddamn it 13, 14 when he got punched. He was a kid, bro. That shit don't count. If I was Cairo, though, I would have followed that nigga who jumped over the counter and out the drive-through window. I would have been right on his back. Hey, that nigga would have thought an op was on his back. You hear me? Soon when he slid out that window, I was right behind his ass. To call it what you want to. Niggas talking about, hey, they don't work back there. Yes, I do. I'm taking out the trash, boss. Shit. Everybody get caught lacking, bro. Everybody get caught lacking, man. It ain't funny until you get caught lacking, though. You see, Cairo laughing at that shit. See, if we would listen to Trap Lord Ross video, we would have been still listening to that shit. Y'all gonna give me them motherfucking individual hamburgers with a small fry ass documentaries. He said, I thought they worked there. He said, hey, bro, what you doing in the back? You don't work there. I would have been my ass right over the counter with them. I ain't gonna lie to you. 10 niggas march up in there. Hey, look, and we ain't no fighters. We know we can't fight. When you know you can't fight, what do you do? Stand there and get your ass whooped, or do you run? Make it make sense. I'm running. Golden Gate Funeral Home on 79th. Went to the Moore of Vaughn, and it hit different seeing documentary of the vibe. Trap Lord Ross, how Rondo got 39 years. Let me go ahead and see that, man. Why is we on a spree, man? I just wanted to check out the documentaries, man, because, you know, I've been here seeing people who make documentaries get a lot of flack. And it's like, damn, be cool, bro. Like, yo, people out here talking about they killing people, bro. Like, you really need to delete their channel, delete their shit. All them videos they saying they killing people, you need to delete that shit. If you really want something deleted, right? Won't you think? Every song this nigga say he killed somebody, delete that shit. You know why you ain't gonna delete that shit? You know why they ain't gonna delete it? Because that shit money. You hear me? That shit money. They want to make all the money. It makes sense at the end of the day, though. I would have fought Buddy who left me while I'm getting stowed on. Hey, no, man, no, because Cairo was standing there laughing, thinking this shit was a joke. You can't think that shit no joke. When you seen all them Bell in there, all them grown ass niggas, Dre had to be goddamn it 20-something then. Dre had to be like 22, 23 then, 24. Probably was older than that. You see your brother and them ops coming to the store and talking about some, what he doing back there? Of course you gonna run to them, your brother ops. You trying to make it to your brother like your ops at McDonald's. That was Kobe who went back there. Shit, I would have been with Kobe then, nigga. I would have been with Kobe. Right over that motherfucking counter. Ain't no rules to fighting, and ain't no rules when you say you running. See, that's some lame ass shit. When the nigga be like, you a bitch ass nigga, you ran. Like, come on, dog. What was Herb at? Shit, Herb was rich then. Shit, I mean, I don't know what Herb was. I can't even lie to you and say what Herb was. Herb was what he needed to be, though. It don't take everybody to get their ass kicked from one block, nigga. What you want, the whole No Limit to beat up? Hey, look, if my homie getting his ass beat in front of the building, don't let me walk down the stairs, nigga. Holler, they get me. At least give me the opportunity to either want to run down and help your ass or run back in the house and lock the doors. Hey, that's the least you could give a nigga a warning, man. If 2 niggas, 3 niggas pop out the gangway on you, man, at least holler, nigga. Don't wait there and don't sit there quiet for all of us to walk out and get ambushed. Nigga, say something. If you see something, say something. You feel me, Smurf? Nigga downstairs got your homie wrapped up. He ain't even holler. He let you and the rest of y'all come downstairs to get ambushed. That nigga supposed to holler. That nigga supposed to holler like a motherfucking cock-a-dook-a-doo. Hell yeah. Help, they got me. Say something. Don't let me just run down the stairs like, Scud, you got your phone, and then they get your bitch ass on the wall. Like, I'm going to think you set me up. No, niggas be doing that in Chicago. Man, you know, I ain't even got nothing to do with it. Here come his goof ass coming down the stairs. Shut up. Bow. Smacking with the pipe. Now they kill me. You wonder why he alive. Yeah, quietly getting his ass whooped. I hate them type of niggas, man. Don't quietly get your ass whooped. Say something, nigga. When your mama whoop your ass, you want to say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Now you got a gun to your face. You don't want to say nothing, bro. That's a bitch ass nigga. Hey, yeah, before we start this next one, I want to say, man, I just seen a whole bunch of kids, man, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, man. They said on the news, man, the kids was young, bro. They took over 31st Street Beach. A kid got shot. Like, what the parents at, bro? Y'all want all this violence to stop. Start going after these parents, bro. Get a list and go to neighborhoods and be like, is your kids at home? Knock on every door in all the neighborhoods. Ask them where they fucking kids at. Do a survey. Oh, they kids ain't never home right here. Now you know who kids ain't home. You know? Hold on, y'all. Let me flame this weed up, and we're going to get back to this shit. You hear me? Y'all with Trench's News. Y'all chilling with Trench's News. Kaya got me doing these motherfucking dumbass reaction videos. I did not want to do it. Kaya baby got me doing them. So y'all be mad at Kaya if y'all don't want me to do these, bitch, because she the one keep on asking me, do the reaction video. Do the reaction video. And then I do the reaction video, and I done fell in love with the reaction videos now. I fell in love with this shit. I might be reacting to everything that's ever been on the internet. A nigga took a shit, I might react to it. Hey, we're gonna get into this story though. Let me find it. Who y'all said? Y'all said Trap Lord Ross. Kaya asked me this shit every day. I did it, Kaya. I did it for you, Kaya. Kaya, what we doing? Which one they said do, babe? Rondo got 39 years. All right, we'll do that one.
Oh, hey. Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone.
Bitch, y'all better not hide them fake ass on that. Shout out Cutthroat Coin, man. Shout out my boy, man. Hey, Coin, I'm gonna slide on you soon, bro. I'm gonna slide on you, man. Slide on you, man. Put on your mask. I'm gonna put you on my documentary, man. Hire you a mask, man, so I can put you on my documentary. You can say some shit, man. You can say how I used to be, man. How I used to be putting niggas in the trunk. Get them out the trunk. Get them out the trunk. Shout out Coin, man.
Fatally shot early Saturday in the Armour Square community, just blocks south of U.S. Cellular Field. Family members said the 28-year-old was working part-time as a livery driver when he was shot, waiting to pick up a customer.
RondoNumbaNine was a young musical prodigy coming out of the south side of Chicago. Rondo is actually from the 600 set of the BDs.
Y'all smash that like button. We talking about Harry and Marv. Well, right now we talking about Marv, but Harry gonna come in the story in a minute. Two dumb motherfuckers.
Black Disciples. The Chicago street gang famous for beefing with the GDs or Gangster Disciples and their respective sets, including the Flyboy Gang or FBG, who you might recognize from that acronym, FBG Duck. But this story ain't about Duck, it's about Rondo, and what made Rondo special wasn't the work he was putting in on the streets, but the work he was putting in the booth, rising to musical prominence at such a young age. Born in 97, Rondo was only 16.
Hey, Trap Lord Ross. Hey, Trap Lord, man, I love you, Trap Lord. I love you, Trap Lord, but don't you ever fix your mouth to say he no motherfucking musical nothing. That man, musical cookie monster. Man, RondoNumbaNine, That nigga the worst motherfucking rapper in drill history on everything. Fendi Boy got a better catalog than RondoNumbaNine. Nigga, don't you, Trap Lord Ross, I fuck with you, man. Don't be doing no shit like that. I'm gonna say you chasing it now. You fanned out now.
When his musical career began taking off. He dropped the mixtape I'm Up Next in 2012, followed by Real Nigel for Life in 2013, a tape which of course featured the YouTube street hit Caliban, which is today sitting at a whopping 8.5 million views. He'd also collaborated on that same project with his boy C-Day on tracks like Get Some Guap. And that same year, he even appeared on his most prominent song, Play for Keeps, with L.A. Capone, a track that is today sitting at a ginormous 41 million views. A track that also coincidentally comes from the OTF mixtape, Steve Drive. And of course, speaking of OTF, Rondo also appeared on the track Ride alongside OTF General Lil Durk in 2013. And elsewhere, Rondo has video after video with huge view counts that demonstrate even from the very start he was truly a big music industry prospect. His Hang With Me remix has 19 million.
Hey man, Trap Lord Ross. This man has never been no motherfucking music prospect, man. Never. Only reason why you heard him, man, because Lil Durk, man. That nigga garbage, bro.
Views. Life of a Savage has 5.5. Him and his boy C-Day appeared on the track Bailout, which now holds over 7.5 million views. So all of this shows that Rondo, despite coming from a challenging background and part of the world where there are a few ways out, he seemed to be lucky enough to have unlocked a route out of the violent streets of Chicago through his musical talent. After all, this is the same era as Chief Keef's track I Don't Like was blowing up in the mainstream music industry and taking Chief Keef out of the streets for good, giving him the financial stability and industry connections to change his life for the better. So with everything seemingly going in the right direction, Rondo dropped his long-awaited sequel mixtape, Real Nigel for Life Part 2, on the 19th of February 2014. And at this point, it looked like he had a bright future ahead of him. However, only 2 days after this mixtape's release, Rondo's future would suddenly be not so bright, as he would find out that maybe after all, he had been keeping it a little too real. On February the 21st, 2014, Rondo and his buddy C-Day were at a party at the Wentworth Gardens housing projects in Chicago, a block essentially controlled by Rondo's ops. Rondo and C-Day are there with a few girls that they know, as well as fellow Chirac drillers K600 and...
Hey, hold on. I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Now, Trap Lord Ross, shout out Trap Lord Ross. He just put me up on something now, right? Now, RondoNumbaNine them, right? They was riding around in Timo them era, right? They was riding around in Timo them, the OTF Timo them area looking for their ops. So they was into it with Timo. And then Durk go and sign Timo after that. Then they get 49 years looking for 39 years for looking for a nigga on Timo them block. Man, it's just weird. We're gonna keep it going though.
Rose. Eventually, the boys left the party, leaving the girls behind. But after the boys left, the girls ended up getting in some kind of argument at this house party where shots were fired. Nobody was injured in this incident, but everybody scattered. And after that, the girls left the party, calling the boys, arranging for them all to meet up at a nearby Wendy's. Now, it's unclear exactly what their strategy was at this point, but let's assume that this crew of BDs decided to head back into that GD territory that they had just left to try and retaliate for the girls in their entourage being shot at. So at the Wendy's, Rondo, D Rose, and C-Day all got into one car, and they drove leading a convoy followed by 2 other cars filled with people that they'd been hanging out with that night, including K600. When they reached...
So, hey, look, this the first mistake right here, y'all. Hey, smash that like button for me, y'all. This the first mistake. You got 2 cars, 2 different cars. You got Rondo, C-Day, and somebody else allegedly in one car. And then you got a fucking other entourage following behind y'all. But only 2 people locked up for a murder. You hear me? Like, come on, man. Why did y'all even take all them people, bro? Like, shit just crazy, bro. We're gonna continue, though. I'm on their ass. Man. I'm on their ass, personally.
38th Street in Princeton, in the Wentworth Gardens area, they passed a stationary car being driven by 28-year-old Javon Boyd. Javon Boyd was a cab driver who was parked up in the area where that earlier party had taken place. So he was there for completely unrelated reasons for that party that had taken place that night. He just happened to be waiting for a fare to arrive from the block. However, after passing this car, Rondo's convoy did a U-turn and pulled up to the vehicle. At this point, Rondo and C-Day got out and approached Boyd's car, apparently approaching him on foot and asking if he was from the area. When he said yes, one of the two men opened fire, hitting Boyd 7 times and ending his life. The two men then immediately ran back to their convoy and fled the scene.
Yeah, this ain't look like it's gonna turn out too good, man. It look like it's gonna turn out for 38 and 39 years, man. They got a motherfucking car. Hey, they got a convoy. Hey, they got a motherfucking entourage like they motherfucking finna go to a party. They going to do a drill, man.
A couple weeks later in March, Rondo and C-Day were picked up by the cops, charged with murder, and held on $2 million bail. The Chicago drill community was mortified with the likes of Chief Keef calling for their freedom. However, Keef would be duly disappointed, because even at this early stage in the case, there was a mountain of evidence in the cops' possession, mainly due to this apparently being a very sloppy job by Rondo and C-Day. C-Day was implicated by his own fingerprints that were left on the victim's car. The entire attack was captured on a surveillance camera. The video was even played in the trial, which caused the victim's family to burst into tears and have to leave the courtroom. In fact, C-Day and Rondo even tried to call for a mistrial over this, but were quickly shut down by the judge. But things weren't much better for Rondo.
Hey, them niggas some motherfuckers. They say they lawyers try to call a mistrial because they family made an outburst after seeing their family member getting killed. That's education, man. See, if they would have went to educate, that's some hooked on phonics shit, man. They made an outburst. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, they just seen the video of their family getting chopped down. They said, see, they left his fingerprint on the car so far.
Was apparently easily identified by witnesses because of the distinctive Burberry tiger print outfit that he was wearing that night. But here's the real doozy. C-Day dropped his mobile phone at the scene of the crime. Yes, his actual mobile phone at the scene where the crime happened. And he didn't realize until he had already fled the scene what he had done. I mean, imagine how that must feel. You're on the way home from a successful drilling and you ask one of your fellow shooters, hey, can somebody call my phone? But hey, if that wasn't bad enough, C-Day even convinced one of the girls that he was with that night to go back to the crime scene and tell the cops that she had dropped her phone in the area earlier that day to try and get them to give it to her. Well, as you might expect, this was a complete disaster. Combine that with the fact that 2 of the girls that were in the convoy that night filed witness statements implicating Rondo and C-Day, with them even taking the stand in court to say what happened. We're talking the same girl who C-Day tried to convince to go back to the crime scene to recover the lost mobile phone, who apparently told investigators that she had witnessed C-Day and Rondo speaking to the victim and then named C-Day as the shooter, though stopping short of fully snitching, saying at trial that she'd never actually seen a gun. Now, I know there's been a lot of internet hate on this girl for snitching, but I would say chances are she was probably facing hefty accessory charges for going back to the crime scene and trying to get...
Hey, man. Hey, y'all. I want to say this to them young ladies, man. We owe them girls an apology, man. We owe them girls an apology, man. I just want to say that, bro. I'm going to be the first blogger to say it. Hey, y'all females who was with Tay and them, who was with Tay and Rondo and C-Day and them, I owe you an apology as a man on everything. That fucking female ain't snitch on them. Man, they sent that female back. C-Day made her go back to the crime scene. He made her go back to the crime scene to get the phone. And that's how they got her ass. She tried to convince the police that she dropped her phone when they already opened it and seen the whole fucking 600 right there. That's crazy, bro. That's some crash out shit, bro. Like, why? Hey, look, if you already dropped your phone, why would you send your bitch or a bitch to go to the crime scene when they got yellow tape, red tape up? She running under the tape talking about some, I dropped my phone. Yeah, you did drop your phone. And you finna come with us too. That shit crazy, bro. Let's go ahead and finish though.
Get that phone. So hardly a surprising flip by the feds. And apparently she had been ducking appearing at this trial for months, as apparently investigators had made 15 unsuccessful attempts to locate and serve her. In response to that, in the closing arguments, Rondo's lawyer tried to discredit the state's witnesses, saying they were just telling the police nonsense about who the shooters were to avoid being charged themselves. And ironically, before things had actually gone to trial, C-Day had initially made a motion to be tried separately from Rondo, which didn't seem to be supported by Rondo's legal team and was eventually eventually denied. This is something that Rondo would later come to regret and attempt to remedy with a court appeal. This led C-Day and Rondo to face a joint murder trial with all of that evidence against both of them, and unsurprisingly, the jury duly found Rondo and C-Day guilty of murder in the first degree. And in addition to that, there was also a bonus charge for the use of a firearm in the commission of this offense, which the prosecution had initially pushed to use so they could add another 15 years on top of the original sentence, a firearm charge which, for the record, only Rondo was convicted of, not C-Day. Not necessarily proven that he was the shooter, but proven that he did have a firearm. But in the end, this extra firearm conviction would only make a difference of 1 year, ultimately leading to a 39-year sentence for Rondo.
All right, so look, they got Rondo. They got Rondo for the gun. They got Rondo for the gun of the murder. That's how he got 39 years. He got charged with the gun too. Then they got C-Day dropping his phone. He left his fingerprints on the car, and he sent the girl back to the crime scene to go and get to, after the murder. Why is the homicide was out there when he noticed that his phone was gone, to go and get the thing. So what I'm gonna say about that is Harry and motherfucking Marv, man. This gotta be the crash out. Feds got them beat though, but they crashed the fuck out.
And 38 years for C-Day. And I tell you what, I doubt having 1 year less was much comfort to him.
Thank you so much, Taylor. So the
Hi, my name is Eugene Horton, a paralegal investigator for the past 30 years. I inquire into, expose, and challenge wrongful convictions. Clint Massey is a person who I'm definitely defending right now because I know I got evidence that he's wrongfully convicted.
Since this devastating verdict was delivered, a lot has been said by both sides. Both Rondo and C-Day have tried to appeal the judgment with limited success. And looking at actual documents for the appeal, C-Day is claiming that the evidence wasn't sufficient enough to convict him on a first-degree murder charge, mainly on the basis that he feels that the intent to commit first-degree murder was never proven. Meanwhile, over on Rondo's appeal, he actually pointed to his legal counsel, saying that they were ineffective for not pursuing a possible defense that C-Day was the sole shooter. Now, Rondo has since been called a snitch for even suggesting that C-Day might have been the sole shooter in court documents. Hey, I guess that's why 6ix9ine always looked up to Rondo, right?
The person who made me start rapping was RondoNumbaNine.
Nah.
I swear to God.
Trap Lord Ross. Shout out Trap Lord Ross. He just got out on Rondo for that one. He just got out on Rondo with that one, though. Hey, but look, though. Rondo said that C-Day was the sole shooter, bro. When you saying that, ain't no saying that ain't no snitching or telling, bro. That's telling on somebody, bro. You saying that he was the shooter and not you. Let's keep it real. Let's make it make sense. On everything, if me and you on the case, and I come back on the appeal and be like, Eastside Jeffrey Manor, he was the sole shooter. Nigga, I'm telling that Eastside Jeffrey Manor was the sole shooter, even though I got popped off with a murder weapon. Like, that shit crazy.
Really, though, a lot of people have said that by claiming this defense, Rondo is essentially snitching on his co-defendant C-Day. However, in a way, this statement is kind of just supporting the existing ballistics evidence already revealed in the case that suggested all bullets had been fired from a single gun. And in his appeal, Rondo is vigorously admonishing his own legal team for not more vigorously pursuing the possible defense that C-Day was that sole shooter. I mean, he's not directly snitching saying that C-Day did it, but he is kind of snitching via his legal team saying that, hey, why didn't they look into the other guy? I mean, is Rondo wrong for trying to use this existing shred of information to get himself out of a bad or unjust situation? Is this some kind of second-hand snitching? What do I know? I'm not the snitch police. But to be fair to Rondo, there's a paragraph in his appeal that lays out all of the evidence that the court had against C-Day, which were all things apparently C-Day himself had either slipped up on or spilled the beans on himself. For example, witnesses recognized C-Day's voice from that original phone call with the girls, informing the boys about the shooting that had taken place at that house party. Witnesses said that C-Day himself was the one who had asked the victim if he was from over here, and then apparently bragged it was a man down, referring to the victim. C-Day, of course, left his own fingerprints on the victim's car, and of course, C-Day left his own mobile phone at the crime scene and tried to get someone to go back and get it. But none of this even matters because the court weren't buying it either way. C-Day's appeals were slapped down, saying that there was enough evidence to convict C-Day of murder, whether he was a principal or an accomplice. And even though it couldn't be proven exactly who was the shooter, of course, one witness did describe Rondo as the shooter, which essentially invalidates either defendant's attempts to point the finger at the other. Because the fact is, overwhelming amounts of evidence put both of them and only them at the scene of the killing, a fact which is just undeniable. Then, of course, combine that with the CCTV surveillance video that shows both men committing the attack, but it is not clear who is the one doing the shooting. Essentially, Rondo's defense that his legal team were at fault for not pursuing the one-shooter theory was slapped down by the court on this basis, who said attempting this would undermine his own legal strategy. Because regardless of who did the shooting, all of the witnesses still put Rondo at the scene of the murder. At the end of the day, having a lawyer who pursues an unsuccessful strategy doesn't necessarily mean that lawyer or that strategy was bad. And since so much of this one-shooter theory is still reliant on the witness statement that C-Day was the shooter, by conceding to that witness's credibility, Rondo is also conceding to their statement that he was there right next to the shooter when the incident took place.
Bingo. Hey, look, by RondoNumbaNine doing that shit, right? And this what they fuck up at. He ain't, hey, look, he had a better chance of going in there and telling them some whole different shit than telling them that. Because now you put yourself at the scene, bro. How would you know that he was the shooter? He was the shooter. How would you know? Because I was there. So you was there outside the car when he was killing, and you accomplished the murder. You know what I'm talking about?
It's basically just as good as an accomplice. But that's not all the snitching allegations that came after the fact. Rondo's co-defendant C-Day and fellow BD comrades E-Day and 600 Breezy have previously labeled Tay 600, one of the guys that was there in that convoy that night, as a snitch on numerous occasions. These sentiments have been echoed by both Lil Durk and Lil Reese, and 600 Breezy even told Vlad TV that a lawyer had showed him paperwork that said that Tay 600 snitched. Rondo also reposted on Twitter that Tay snitched, along with a link to some redacted court documents, which for the record don't confirm anyone by name, but do confirm that a male with affiliations to 600 Block did speak to the cops at some point. Tay denied this, saying that there were no male witnesses used in this case in an interview with DJ Vlad.
No males got on the stand and testified against Rondo,
and saying specifically that a fake statement had been passed around in order to try and put dirt on his name.
It was a fake statement floating around, and it said in the statement, I, Jamonte D. Carpenter, to have seen Rondo and C-Day shoot the person 5 times, and the statement was so fake, because if you read the statement, for one, court document's not going to say Rondo and C-Day, it's going to say Courtney and Clint.
And apparently even E-Day had admitted that fake paperwork had been circulating, but going on to suggest that he had seen some other paperwork, which was probably this piece, that seems to suggest, if it is authentic, though that has been doubted, that Tay was tracked down by the cops and initially denied even being there that night. But then when the cops showed him that he was pinned there by 3 witnesses, he apparently told the cops that he was in the convoy that night and supposedly had...
You see what they just said? Tay told the people that he wasn't there. He was pinned by 3 witnesses, Rondo, C-Day, and D Rose, because they said they was at his fucking crib. I'm finna rewind it one more time for y'all. I've been saying this shit the whole time in Tay defense. Now this went over everybody's head. Out of everything that everybody said, paperwork and all, listen to what the fuck he just said. Listen to it one more time, y'all.
Prejudiced, and it was overwhelmingly clear from the evidence that he was definitely present at the crime scene. And then finally, the last thread he was clinging onto, the court decided that the outburst by the victim's family when they were shown the video of the crime was not worthy of a mistrial. Look, I'll be honest with you, and I know a lot of internet tough guys or Chicago gangsters are not going to like what I'm about to say, but this is probably the right decision. And I know that Rondo is still running around online trying to get Kim K to free him. I really doubt that's going to work. And honestly, to the people that are still screaming free RondoNumbaNine, even in the face of the mountains of evidence against him, you are frankly doing a genuine disservice to all of the incarcerated young men who have genuinely been prisoned unfairly and do deserve help. He deserved a fair trial, which he got, And at no point during his trial or his sentencing has Rondo seemed to have shown any remorse for his involvement in the tragic slaying of a completely innocent man. Sure, Rondo was about that life, which we knew from his music, and hell, his music career was even taken off in a big way. Only days before this senseless killing had he released his latest mixtape.
Man, this nigga Chop Lord Ross steady time about some motherfucking Rondo. Hold on, I'm finna play it one more time.
He was in the convoy that night and supposedly had witnessed Rondo doing the shooting. But let's make this clear. Who knows if that's real? Fake paperwork has been circulating. Tay himself says it is not real, and he has made it very clear that he never testified in this trial, and no evidence has been produced to suggest he did.
I was never in a courtroom.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Rondo,
I gotta back it up.
Rondo doing the shooting. But let's make this clear. Who knows if that's real? Fake paperwork has been circulating. Tay himself says it is not real. Evidence has been produced to suggest he did.
I was never in a courtroom. They shoot the person 5 times, you know, and the statement. Court document is not going to say Rondo and see that
a fake statement had been passed around in order to try and put dirt on his name.
It was a fake statement floating. I've seen Rondo and see
previously labeled Tay600, one of the guys.
Here you go, right here, y'all.
That night as a snitch on numerous occasions. These sentiments have been echoed by both Lil Durk and Lil Reese, and 600 Breezy even told Vlad TV.
Listen to it, y'all. Listen to it.
That said that Tay600 snitched. Rondo also reposted on Twitter that Tay snitched, along with a link to some redacted court documents, which for the record don't confirm anyone by name, but do confirm that a male with affiliations to 600 Block did speak to the cops at some point. Tay denied this, saying that there were no male witnesses used in this case in an interview with DJ Vlad.
No males got on the stand and testified against Rondo,
and saying specifically that a fake statement had been passed around in order to try and put dirt on his name.
It was a fake statement floating around, and it said in the statement, I, Jamonte D. Carpenter, to have seen Rondo and see they shoot the person 5 times, you know, and the statement was so fake, because if you read the statement, for one, court document is not going to say Rondo and see that's going to say Courtney and Clint.
And apparently even E-Day had admitted that fake paperwork had been circulating, but going on to suggest that he had seen some other paperwork, which was probably this piece, that seems to suggest, if it is authentic, though that has been doubted, that Tay was tracked down by the cops and initially denied even being there that night. But then when the cops showed him that he was pinned there by 3 witnesses, he apparently told the cops that he was in the convoy that night and supposedly had witnessed Rondo doing the shooting. But let's make this clear. Who knows if that's real? Fake paperwork has been circulating.
Hey, I told y'all, man. They try to use him as an alibi, bro. Where were y'all at? They already knew they was together. Oh no, that wasn't us. They went, even though they dropped his phone and everything. He still went in the room and told them that he was at Jamonte house. You know, that was their kicking house. They all kicked it at Tay crib. If they couldn't go nowhere, they always at Tay crib. You know, that's what you get out the paperwork shit. You know, but who am I, man? I'm just a fair guy, man. I don't believe in that all that bullshit they is. I'm older than them though. I'm a little bit older than Tay now. So I don't go off that shit. What everybody's saying. This nigga Breezy said that he don't know who showed. They say, who showed you the paperwork? Oh man, I forgot who showed me. Man, it's only one motherfucker show you that paperwork, and that's the lawyer, his lawyer. Can't no judge, can't no the people typing in the bailiff, can't none of them show you no paperwork.
Working hard at an honest job driving a cab. And Rondo really did this for no good reason. Just because him and his boys wanted some get back because someone had let off some shots at a completely unrelated party that same night. Rondo's victim was named Javon Boyd. And while the likes of Chief Keef was screaming free Rondo on Twitter, Javon Boyd's aunt was being interviewed about her nephew on the news. His aunt was his main guardian because his mum and 3 of his siblings had tragically lost their lives in a 1994 fire at Robert Taylor Homes. Boyd had overcome this adversity, grown up, and was trying to make an honest living working 2 jobs. Spending his days working for the Green Corps chopping trees, and at night he was driving cabs, putting in all of that work so he could earn money to support his fiancée and his 11-year-old daughter. Now that fiancée is missing a husband, and that daughter is growing up without a father. Court papers made it very clear that Boyd had nothing to do with the gang altercation that had happened earlier that night. He was literally just going about his business, doing an honest night's work, and just found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. So whether or not you agree that Rondo or C-Day deserves the sentence, one thing is for sure, Javon Boyd definitely did not deserve the death sentence that he was handed that night by Rondo and C-Day.
And don't nobody talk about this, man. Rest in peace, Javon Boyd. He got killed for shit. He got drilled for nothing. Rest in peace to Boyd, man. They ain't even know dude. Dude, 20 years old to these niggas. Oh, they at there. How old they was? He was 20 years, 30 years old than them. They're probably 30 years old than them. Nah, he about 20-some years old than them. But yeah, man. Bloodthirsty ass niggas, bro. Kill until you can't kill no more. That's how some niggas rather go out, though. Some niggas got to go out as a gangster. But then when they in there, they regret it because the niggas who they thought was going to be there for them ain't there for them. Yeah, rest in peace to Boyd, man. Drop some hearts for Boyd, man. He lost his life to this shit. All right, let me see this. Let me see this real quick. Let me see something. And we going on. Let's see, 11:17. We got to 12, so I'm gonna do one more. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Hold on, y'all. Just give me 1 minute, man. Give me 1 minute. Let me see. Who killed dude who raped his sister? No, I ain't see that video, but shit. He need to do that. He should have been. He should have killed him twice. Goddamn, he raped his sister. All right, let me see what Kaya sent me. Kaya sent me. Hold on, damn, I'm in the wrong fucking thing the whole time.
This is the short between Pocketown and Drench Gang / No Limit. This is a war that has recently started to heat up. Both gangs have had other wars to focus on before. Drench Gang is a small clique within No Limit that only the absolute top members can claim. They were formed after the murder of Lil Greg and are basically the wildest group of shorties in the city. But not only shorties, older members such as Mally, Mineski, and Wet 'em Up are also part of Drench Gang. Mally has even been active in recent years. In late 2020, he got charged with the murder of Jeezy from MTG079, who was killed in mid-October 2020, most likely in revenge for the murder of Capo from No Limit / Glow Gang in 2015. It started when Rio G, only 24 years old, who claimed both Pocketown and KTS, was shot and killed in July 2020 while sitting in a car at a gas station. A silver SUV pulled up, 2 shooters jumped out and started shooting him. Rio G was a highly respected member with bodies under his belt, and was the younger brother of 2 of the original leaders of Pocketown, Lil Les and King Rico. One of Rio G's alleged bodies is Boss Blizz from Money Mafia/NLMB, who was killed in June of 2011. This is something that ultimately cost his life 9 years later, because the 2 members from No Limit who have been singled out for the murder of Rio G are Lil Los and Pharaoh from Drench Gang, where the latter is one of 2 sons that Boss Blizz left behind after his death in 2011, when Pharaoh was only 7 years old. Pharaoh will be one of the main topics in this story, since he's one of No Limit's top killers, only at the age of 18, and has played a major role in the war with Pocketown. 2020 was really a tough year for Pocketown. In addition to Rio G, Pocketown also lost Greasy, Big Glizzy, Kivo, and Nuke 30, and was also close to losing a 6th member, Lil Art, who was shot 16 times by the twins from Drench Gang, Twinno and Lil Ro. In late January 2021, a murder took place which resulted in the war exploding between Pocketown and No Limit/Drench Gang. I'm talking about the murder of Lil Greg from NLMB. Lil Greg was sitting in a barbershop in the South Loop, which is approximately a 30-minute drive.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, this shit ain't no fun right here. This sound like I'm at a motherfucking at Arts National Cemetery, man.
Away from No Limit's hood. A 2010 Volvo SUV pulled up outside. One man got out of the vehicle, walked right into the barbershop, and shot Lil Greg point blank in the face. Shortly after the murder, the Volvo SUV was pulled over by police. Behind the wheel sat CK from Pocketown, who allegedly was the driver on the hit. CK was immediately arrested, but not for the murder, but because the police found a semi-automatic Glock with a laser attachment in the knapsack he was wearing. The member who is rumored to have pulled the trigger is Lil Don from Pocketown, who has mocked Lil Greg on several occasions. Why they acting like Greg wasn't the biggest score of 2021? That got a lot of hoods mad and clicking up.
Hey, that little motherfucker Lil Don, he gonna go to jail, man. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker gonna go to jail, man. That little motherfucker, he the biggest self-snitching motherfucker on earth, man. Everything that he drop on his thing, bro, is straight fucking incriminating, like shit that you don't talk about. Hey, look, let me remind all you gang members, man, for y'all out there gang banging, man. It's called silence and secrecy, bro. If you ain't want to be no gang member, man, just say that then. Cause don't get mad when nobody report this shit. But yeah, this shit creepy right here.
Thing that happened after, just remember he went first. The reason why Lil Greg was killed is because of a woman both Lil Greg and a Pocketown member who I won't mention by name were interested in. The day Lil Greg walked into the barbershop, he spotted that Pocketown member. The tension was high, and they both locked eyes with each other. Lil Greg immediately made a call to No Limit to get it confirmed that the man in the barbershop was an enemy and that he wanted him gone. But he didn't get the answer he was looking for. No Limit said the person in question was mostly known for making money and wasn't involved in any conflict. Lil Greg therefore called up another part of No Limit to get the green light, but received the same answer again from NLMB. At the same time Lil Greg was making calls to No Limit, the Pocketown member, who from what I've been told was unaware of Lil Greg's issues with him, made a call to his people, letting them know who he had just seen and where they were located. A little while later, the Pocketown member left the barbershop, which is the reason Lil Greg chose to stay. The reason why Cairo talked down G Herbo in the interview with 16 Shot 'em Visuals is because Herbo allegedly put money on the Pocketown member Greg saw in the barbershop. However, word on the street and within No Limit is that G Herbo in reality was never going to pay, and that he was just using his name and celebrity to get street credit. However, G Herbo has recently been seen with outstanding Drench Gang.
Hey, man, sound like Lil Greg made a mistake, man, and stayed there in the barbershop, man. Hey, rule number 1 in Iraq, man. You see your ops, man, you better get up out of there, man. Ain't no care, none of that. Y'all locking eyes and shit like y'all finna meet up like the Grease Lightning or some shit. But you know.
Such as Pharaoh in Los Angeles, who had expensive clothes and watches, which makes me believe that Herbo listened to what Cairo said and started paying his shooters. The Pocketown member has had 1 or 2 attempts on his life, and the whole No Limit is still after him. Lil Greg's alleged killer, Lil Don, has also had a tough time. He has been shot on 2 different occasions, both times in the shoulder. Drench Gang was sliding through Pocketown every day for Lil Greg. No Limit was basically mad at the whole situation and how everything backfired for Lil Greg. 2 months later, they got their revenge. On March 26, 2021, Pocketown held a gathering to celebrate Kivo's birthday, who was killed in late September 2020. The gathering, which was filled with Pocketown's absolute top members, was held on West 79th Street, which is close to the territories of Stain City and BBG. Long story short, Pharaoh, Twinno, and Lil Ro from Drench Gang, and Emo from GMEBE/Roblox got the location from a woman who was paid off, pulled up, and started spraying bullets at the party guests. The leader of Pocketown, Killa Spook, who had 5 to 6 bodies under his belt, was killed after getting hit in the head. Among the injured were outstanding members like Denny G, Lord, JoJo, and MT Larry, where the latter was later arrested for shooting back at the shooters. A neighbor who lived nearby described the shooting.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, look. They got a lot of information, man. They got a lot of information, and they know who did it and all type of shit. But what I was finna say, like, these guys be on the internet all the time, though, bragging about shit, though, man. They be on the internet bragging about this shit. But yeah, this shit right here sad, bro. This documentary boring and sad. This shit like depressing.
After the mass shooting, 9 members of Pocketown were arrested by police for involvement in a gun-running operation masterminded by 3 U.S. Army soldiers stationed at Fort Campbell along the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Among the arrested were top members such as Rello, Dresky, Lil Ra, Corey Got Clout, Pac Migo, EJ, and Dreadhead Larry. All 9 are now facing federal charges, including money laundering conspiracy and conspiracy to commit firearms offenses. What triggered this whole investigation was the mass shooting. There, the police found bullets that matched the weapons sold by the Army soldiers. If Spook had survived, he too would have faced federal charges, according to police. The mockery of Spook flooded on social media. No Limit members uploaded stories with messages such as, "It's spooky outside." "Nah, don't cry now. Long live Greg." And Twinno wrote this post on Facebook. "It's not even summertime, and we make people melt." Pharaoh also had things to say. "I love you, big bro. We made people regret ever putting their hands on you. You got a lot of company up there, and got more coming." Cairo wrote long paragraphs where he wrote, "We make things very scary. We effed up a lot of happy homes and blocks for you." EBK Juvie wasn't shy with the mockery either. "I remember the ops were making posts saying they wanted to die when their daddy Spook died." G Herbo also had words about this. In a song Locked In, he rapped, "We make women drop lows and they text in lock codes." Lil Don later responded to this mockery. "Why is everybody writing paragraphs? Don't cry now, be gangster. It's bodies on both sides. Talk some funny shit today, or is it hurting that bad?" He also acknowledged what G Herbo rapped and sent a scary message. "We catch that girl who dropped that low. We gonna make her feel it. Ain't nowhere you can hide. I hope they paid you $1 million. 4 months after Spook was shot dead, it was time for the next Get Back by No Limit. On July 10th, 2021, KTS Dre was on his way out of jail after his bail was posted. What Dre didn't know was that a white BMW and a black Infiniti waited outside the prison walls. As soon as Dre walked outside of the gates and across the street, 5 men who had been waiting to ambush Dre jumped out the cut and began to literally empty their magazines. A hail of gunfire hit Dre, who instantly fell to the ground, where he was struck by another hail of gunfire. KTS Dre suffered from 64 bullet wounds all over his body, with at least 10 of them striking him in his face. Switches were most likely used by the shooters. The members behind this were allegedly Pharaoh, Lil Hunt, Muwop, Cairo, and Merch Money, all top members of Drench Gang / NLMB. All five have made self-incriminating comments since the hit went down in July last year. In the song Switch Glocks and Choppas by Pharaoh, he rapped, "Jump out gang, we pop out with sticks." While the Oppas was just laughing until Duke got hit. He'd seen another laugh or jokes since he got his shit split. Pharaoh also posted stories with the following messages. Dissing No Limit in them raps not gonna end good. You people should know by now. He caught 10 to the face. He should have ducked. Muwop from Drench Gang, also one of the alleged killers, was even more reckless. Keep your eyes open. Ain't no lacking, homie. Pack of the year. Up that score. My ops be pressed when they lose. We call them phones like yes. Play with No Limit, that's a bad decision. He was also trolling together with Cairo, saying they wanted to play Nintendo 64, referring to the amount of bullets Dre caught, and also stated that the killing of KTS Dre was personal. Cairo had a personal beef with KTS Dre since Dre punched him in the face at the McDonald's restaurant in 2012, which was caught on camera by KTS Vaughn. This is a situation Cairo ironized after the murder of Dre. My jaw been hurting all day. Let me go in the house before somebody shoots at me. There's a lot of angry people outside. I miss you, big bro. Cairo was ruthless on social media. He even posted a screenshot of the news article about KTS Dre. People are so sick. It's disturbing. Nobody deserves this. Cairo later posted a picture of him and Pharaoh, giving him the award for being the savage of the year. Lil Hot from Drench Gang, also one of the alleged killers, wrote several self-incriminating posts on Facebook just days after the murder. DOA, OMG, somebody go help that guy. He was only out for 15 seconds. Even G Herbo, who usually stays quiet, uploaded this story. Better check the board. We up that score. G Herbo also mocked KTS.
Yeah, I see how they ass be going to jail.
Locked In, which we talked about earlier. We could not wait to bust on him. Took years. He had luck though. But F buddy, he cutthroat. Me and Phonem cutthroats. We ain't waiting on no get back, so his pronoun must go. KTS Dre was truly an outstanding member, and I'm not surprised by all the mockery. He was allegedly behind the murders of Rock, Alamo, and Big Los from NLMB in 2012, and has been arrested multiple times for gun crimes dating back to 2010. Pocketown is most definitely
Hey, that's some evil shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers evil. That's some evil shit, bro. Hey, I must say this. I must be fair though to all the people who cover these stories and everything. I must be fair. Hey, these dudes from out of town somewhere. So, hey, they ain't just finding out this information, bro. How the fuck you know they was in a white BMW and a black car waiting outside Cook County Jail? Come on, man. These niggas probably called them for some money. Hey, Chicago scene. How much you got for us if we tell you who we did and all this shit, bro? I don't put it past no niggas, bro. I'm a blogger, man. If I show you some of my inboxes, you will be like, damn. I'm talking about the motherfucking realest niggas to y'all on the internet. What you got for this story? I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm big, like TMZ big. You hear me? Like I'm big now. Like motherfuckers inbox me all the time. They send me their cash app and everything with their little fake ass stories. I tell them, show me a video though. You can show me a video of that shit. Hey, we on and popping. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that motherfucker right there, man. All I heard was murders. I'm like, damn. It wasn't even no breakup. They was good kids when they was young, or it wasn't none of that. They ain't said shit. Hey, look, the Wooski story, they said something good about Wooski. They said something good about Bostrell. they said something good about everybody, right? Man, on that story, man, they ain't said nothing good. It was all murders, man, on everything. Back and forth, bro. Yeah, that's a lot of niggas dead, man. That shit crazy, bro. But long live them guys, man. This Trench News, bro. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a lot of them lookovers, man. I just want to see what's cap and not. Like, I just want to see it. Yeah, man, but KTS Dre, man, he got did dirty, man. That's dirty, man. That's an overkill, bro. Like, for real, that's an overkill, bro. A nigga could die from one leg shot, bro. Nah, I ain't showing no screen or none of that. They ain't striking my page, nigga. You go and get your page and show the screen. When you get your page, you show the screen. Nigga striking pages. I'm telling you, I ain't showing shit. So when a nigga get mad at you, wake up and got 3 strikes. Was G Herbo really like that? Shit, I ain't hear G Herbo doing no killing in that shit. Did you hear them say G Herbo got 5 bodies? I didn't hear that shit. We must have heard 2 different videos then, nigga. On everything. Is he like that? Shit, as long as he got some money, he like that. Anybody with money like that. When niggas going to jail, is they gonna bond out? That's the whole thing you should be asking them. Shout out Hollow Cow Entertainment, man. Shout out Jade the Fade Roberts. We can't even see in them. Yeah, man. What's wrong with them, man? Shout out to everybody who was on here tonight, man. You ain't catch the video, man. Make sure you rewind. Shout out my boy C Hood. Shout out at J Pay Beats, man. Shout out at Hungry Mama 773 16 dropped in on me, man. We man 16 gonna do some work. Shout out all my moderators, man. Shout out that Beezy. Shout out Kaya Baby NC. Shout out Eastside Jeffrey Manor, man. Shout out Craig Glass. Ty B. Don't be asking me it's no motherfucking solid, nigga. Is you solid? That's all that matters. Lucky's. Joe DeMar, what's up? Mo Grass, TTG Dirt. Shout out Corn, my boy Corn. Chris Parlow, what's up? Brian RDZs. Shout out Adrian West, Raheem Norris, Sparks Visual. Shout out Antonio Bettis, Eddie V, Smurf Nelson, Smurf and Wesson. Damn, Smurf and Wesson. Y'all got some crazy ass names. Jeremy Stanshill. OMC, Uncle O. Shout out Uncle Off My Chest, man. Y'all make sure y'all gonna follow his show too that he got going on. Shout out my boy Ray Duke, man. Him and the wifey in Vegas, man, chilling. Shout out Big Boss Rob, man. Shout out Big Boss Rob. Shout out my boy Juice Crew. The Juice Crew. King Gun Strode. Cole, what's up? King got my TV. Shout out all y'all on here, man. Luckies. Shout out Kashif Moore. FE062. Corbell's Figuring Out. Alex Horn. Shout out Sexy Lexi, man. Shout out Hustleman 365. Shout out Francis Wells. Jetta, what's up? Shout out my boy Eastside Jeffrey Manor up in the building, man. Shout out Cam. Shout out Hood TV. Shout out, I already said him. Shout out Chirac 154, man. Sharpshooter Judah. Shout out Made Media Magazine. Make sure you go and follow him too, man. Shout out Queen Lotus, the beautiful Queen Lotus, MPK, Yomi, Naomi. Shout out Pretty Polished, Fat Skeleton, Dark Chocolate. G Code. Shout out 16 shot visuals, man. Shout out all y'all on here, man. It's Tristan News, man. We doing reaction videos, man. Do them and see what's up. If I show a video on my page, that motherfucker gonna be so blurry you ain't gonna need to see the people who they talking about. So you rather hear the audio, and I'm gonna tweak with the audio anyway. I'm gonna make you feel like you watching that motherfucker. Cause shit that come out of my mouth is like you watching that shit. Shout out Texas, man, for sure. Shout out Texas. All right, we got about 14 minutes, man. So Kaya has some of this. I ain't finna do no more Chicago shit, bro. All that shit is killing. I ain't hear not one time he had a job. He went to school. He did this. He graduated from college. Just kill, bro. I report stories, but god damn, I can't report that shit.
The media called the Cap Street Massacre on the grounds of Southeast and also Southwest. There were a few incidents that unfortunately all started with a stolen bracelet, and it set off a chain of events in March 2010.
Shout out DC Raw and Uncut, man. Shout out DC Raw and Uncut.
All 5 under the age of 21 gone forever. This took place over the course of 8 days, and the News 4 reporter said it was one of the deadliest street crimes in DC history.
Because they had lost their precious Tavon. And there's really no words for me to say. He's gone, and I just hope they do something about all this violence.
The trial begins today for a shooting spree case that started over a bracelet and ended with 14 people shot over an 8-day period. And new details tonight on the South Capitol Street murder spree from one of the confessed shooters himself. What led up to the March 30th massacre on South Capitol? Nathaniel Sims returns to the stand tomorrow to tell the jurors how
Hey, hold on, man. Let me inform y'all, man, that these niggas just went on the spree over a fucking bracelet. You hear me? They just killed all these people over a fucking bracelet, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
Was the man standing with the AK-47 March 30th, 2010, spraying young people he didn't know.
Well, today is the sentencing for 5 men convicted of one of D.C.'s deadliest crimes. John Gonzalez live outside a D.C. Superior Court.
So many people here at court that they had to provide an overflow room. Now, this all has to do with one of the most violent series of shootings ever in the district. At least 3 shootings involving drive-by retaliations between 2 groups. One shooting taking place at the funeral of one of the young people killed. Now, 20-year-old Sanquan Carter, his 21-year-old brother Orlando, Jeffrey Best, and Robert Bost, both 22, all convicted of more than 170 charges, including first-degree murder. 22-year-old Lamar Williams, convicted of second-degree murder, each essentially facing life without parole. We spoke with the victim's aunt just moments ago out here.
I hope every last one of them get life without the possibility of parole. Everyone deserves life.
The story starts with 20-year-old Jordan Howe, who lived in an apartment with his family on Alabama Avenue. He was a young man who had a passion for boxing and planned to devote all his time to the sport. But he also had ties to the streets, as well as some very serious youngers coming up in Southeast. According to a classmate of his at the last school he attended, he said Jordan was cool. He dressed fresh. The girls at school liked him, and that same classmate said that Jordan kept money on him. He had a troubled past, and if he came to school on Monday, you probably won't see him again till like Thursday or Friday. But overall, he was a good kid trying to figure it out. On March 21st, 2010, Jordan and his friend Sanquan, aka Boosie, along with 2 girls, entered the apartment of a female friend at 1333, the same building where Jordan lived. Everyone who showed up at that apartment was there for the same reason. Basically, the party, to be amongst their peers, doing what young folks do when they get together. The vibe was chill. Sanquan showed off his new diamond bracelet to some of the people there, and they were drinking and smoking and having a good time. And so not long after that, Jordan and Sanquan took the two girls that came with them to an empty bedroom in the apartment to get some action. While they were there in the bedroom, Sanquan had taken off his bracelet and sat it on top of his clothes. And after he and the other girl he was smashing did their thing, he didn't even notice the other girl named Kia that was with Jordan slipped the bracelet on and tucked it under her sleeve. And Jordan was already out the room at this point. In fact, he allegedly sent his godbrother right in to get a turn with the same girl. So at the end of their entanglements, Sanquan walked the girls out to the parking lot and they said their goodbyes, not knowing that one of the girls had just left with his bracelet. As they left, the girl Kia pulled her sleeve back to show her friend the bracelet she just cuffed. So back in the apartment, at some point, Sanquan realized his bracelet was gone. He searched the room and other sections of the place, and all hell broke loose. He screamed, "Somebody got my bracelet." He was then told to calm down or leave. So he went upstairs to Jordan's apartment, to which Jordan stated, "Man, nobody got that fake bracelet." Sanquan wasn't hearing it though. So he called his brother Orlando and said, "They stole my shit. Bring everything." And Orlando, according to the prosecutor, was the ringleader of this crew with a pretty serious background, allegedly. Rumor was just 1 year prior, he was involved in a murder over a drug dispute. But on this day, he had his friend Nate drive him to pick up an AK-47, along with a couple more guys to ride along, which was a guy named Jeffrey and Lamar Williams, who came outside with a couple guns in hand. He had a pump-action shotgun and a high-point 380. So he jumped in the back seat and showed Jeff how to work.
Hey, I just want to say this before I keep going, man. Man, that motherfucker chain look like some shit that old boy had on DJU, man.
Shotgun and passed the 380 to Nate in the front. Lamar then got out the car and went back in the house. So Orlando, Nate, and Jeffrey, with their guns in hands, made their way to the Alabama Avenue apartments, where Orlando's brother Sanquan was, waiting, angry, upset over the missing bracelet. "Motherfuckers robbed my brother. They gonna see." That's what Orlando said while they were on the road. So it was a little after midnight when Orlando and his comrades pulled into the parking lot. Sanquan rushed to the car and grabbed the 380 pistol from Nate. A small crowd was outside. Sanquan, with his gun in hand, began patting the pockets of the people who came out of the party. Orlando stood by with the AK in hand, and Jeff had the shotgun on standby. It was a very intense moment. 3 youngins, armed with guns, after midnight, in front of an apartment building on Alabama Avenue Southeast.
Hey, give me something to drink,
because
baby.
of a missing fake bracelet. So the situation began to escalate further. One of the young guys even said, "Ain't nobody patting his pockets. Boy had balls of steel." At this point, Sanquan turned to his brother Orlando, and Orlando then stated, "Should I go ham?" And Sanquan replied, "Go ham." And then with the AK in hand, Orlando opened fire. And Sanquan and Jeff followed behind him, firing at the crowd. 28 rounds from the AK, all 5 rounds from the 380, and 3 unfired shells from the shotgun that fell on the ground. A few people were hit. 15-year-old Victor Martin was shot in his leg. 22-year-old Tavon Lambert was hit in the
Over
calf
a fake chain, dog.
through a hole in the
They
fence
ass deserve a
behind the
chair,
building.
man. Send a firing
But
squad to
Jordan
their
Howard
ass.
wasn't so lucky. He was sitting in his folks' car out front when this all took place. He was hit multiple times by gunfire. Someone even screamed, "They killed Jordan." So Jordan's friend and mom rushed out to the car. and one of the bullets went through his pelvis, severing his artery, and he was still alive at this point, but he was losing a lot of blood. The friend cradled him in her lap. She stated that Jordan asked her, "Why was everything getting dark?" His mom, Diane, said, "You gotta promise you won't leave me." But unfortunately, Jordan didn't make it.
Hey, Jordan told his ass, man, don't nobody want that fake ass bracelet.
It's February 19th, 2023. It is about 13 years after the incident that took place that started right here at this location.
Oh, yeah,
Orlando,
that's the slum.
his brother, and the other two jetted off the premises. Sanquan had just caused the murder of his friend, a young man who he played Pop Warner football with as kids. Meanwhile, as the Carter brothers fled away from the scene, preparing to put the guns up and get off the streets, Jordan's godbrother and close friend also left with Jordan's blood on his hands from trying to pull him out the car. Retaliation was on his mind.
Damn.
I wasn't going to wash my hands until I caught my victim. That was his words. He wanted two people specifically, Orlando Carter and Sanquan Carter, to pay with their lives. Like I said in the beginning, Jordan had street ties because it didn't take long for his godbrother and a group of guys who rock with Jordan to all agree the Carter brothers needed to be taken out. So by now the police have been alerted. They was given a whole spiel about the bracelet and everything from a witness, and Sanquan was identified by photo as one of the shooters. And it didn't take long for them to capture him just one day later. So later that day, a small crew of guys that knew Jordan, including his half-brother, got word that Orlando was chilling on 6th and Chesapeake Street. March 23rd, one day after Jordan was pronounced dead, they parked in an alley nearby. One guy got out, strapped with a .357, walks up to Orlando, put the gun to his head and squeezed the trigger. One click, empty. Second clip, still empty. But the third time it fired and grazed his head, and one more shot went into his shoulder and the shooter ran off.
One of Jordan Howe's associates came upon Orlando Carter as he stood in front of this barber shop trying to shoot him in the head. Twice the gun misfired, but the third time it did fire. One bullet grazed Carter's head, another hit him in the shoulder. He survived. Sims testified Carter said to him, "Them blanks tried to do me. It's all good because we're going to blank that funeral up."
Orlando stumbled and staggered across the street and flagged his friend, who took him to the hospital where they treated him for the head injury and left the bullet in his shoulder. Somehow they released him later that night, and he vowed to retaliate against any and everyone that knew Jordan. With the help of his friend Nate, Jeff, and Robert, Orlando stated when they visited him at his mother's house, he said, "Man, them tried to do me in. It had to be Jordan's people. We gonna that funeral up." Meaning they were going to attempt to shoot at the people attending Jordan's funeral on the day it was taking place.
Damn, over a bracelet,
so the
though.
next few days, they spent
over a wish bracelet, man. These niggas crazy, brother.
To get the date and time of the funeral.
Y'all crazy, Mo.
So Nate and Lamar picked up some girls who knew Jordan, took them to a motel, and got all the info they needed when the girls were talking. Sunday, March 28th, Orlando received a text from Nate's phone that read, "Funeral on Tuesday." The next day, they were rejected as far as renting the minivan because of a lack of credit. Still, Orlando tried to get other people to rent the vehicle for him, but after multiple failed attempts, time was running out. So by the time they were finally able to get the minivan, it was March 30th, the day of Jordan's funeral. However, the funeral had already taken place, but Orlando wouldn't give it up. So he conjured up a new plan to catch some of Jordan's associates to shoot him. It was Orlando, Jeff, Robert, Nate Sims, and Lamar Williams riding around the evening of March 30th. Realizing there wasn't enough firearms for everybody, Lamar told Orlando, who was driving, to let him out.
Let me out.
Let me out.
and he basically kept it pushing.
Lamar was the smartest motherfucker over there.
He had to rob a young guy he knew that had a firearm of his own. He believed that they would be able to take his firearm to use in the mission. His name was Tavon Nelson. He was 17 years old. Approximately 7:20 p.m., March 30th, Orlando drove to the Wingate Apartments along Galveston Street Southwest. He had inside help, someone who had eyes on Tavon. Orlando called him and said, "I'm going to send my men in." When they pulled up, Robert and Jeff hopped out the van with a 9 and a 45 with black masks on that were rolled up on their heads and headed towards Tavon. But Tavon spotted the move and began to react. He tried to defend himself with his gun by reaching for it and shooting at him, but Robert and Jeff got him first and took him out. He died with his gun on his body, and they didn't even take the gun. They just ran back to the minivan, and Rob stated he was the one that hit him, and Jeff said, "Yeah, but I finished him off." So Orlando.
Oh yeah, this is amiable shit. I gotta watch this. Hey man, hey look. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Kaya, baby. I gotta watch this soon when I get off, man. Hey, look, this the craziest shit. This one of the craziest stories I heard besides Fat. These niggas that sent it up off a wish bracelet. You hear me? They sent it up off a wish bracelet. All these people dying, bro. Off a motherfucking I'm Still Genie from the block. One of them motherfucking Beauty Supply rich bracelets, man. They better knock it off, man. Tell your kids they minds they 9. They out somebody be on the group with that, man. Stop and shout to the whole mod squad. I'm out.